Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond Raceway, the 67th annual Toyota Owners 400. As they've been racing here for quite a long time. It's the third oldest track on the schedule. Because it used to be a half-mile short track, like an oval. Anyway, Blaney's sitting on the pole. Yesterday, a Toyota won the Toyota Care 250. That would be Ty Gibbs. And so now, let's see if the Toyotas can pull out with their first win of 2022 in the Cup Series. Right now, I'm waiting for them to give the command. It's still a commercial. So... I'm just self-promoting my stuff. All right. We got Chad Canals in the booth, who, if I remember correctly, has won 3 times with Jimmy Johnson at this track.
Is giving away 500 tickets to active military and, of course, veterans.
Years ago, visiting Walter Reed, Bethesda Medical Centers, I was really blown away by men and women who have come back from service.
Yeah, he's got 3 wins at this track.
Forever, and they're working through rehab just to get established and reintegrate back into civilian life. A lot of that hit me hard.
I was at one of those visits with you, and I remember seeing those men and women looking at you like they love racing. Racing is an escape for them. So when did it first hit you that you were like, I want to be part of this and give back?
It was actually there at that event. You're just here to get your photo taken. I said, you know what, take my phone number. I said, when you get out of here, when you get better, we're going to go-kart racing. We're going to go race against each other. We're going to have fun. You're going to come to a NASCAR race. And so I just developed friendships from these different men and women.
That is so cool. Kurt Busch giving away your personal phone number just to help these men and women out. But this weekend at Richmond, 500 of them.
It's just fun to have that group of people rooting for me, but at the same time, I'm just happy that they're at the track, thinking about other things, and just reintegrating again and having fun like they would beforehand.
Thank you. We salute the vets. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear for those that push the limits of possibility. Goodyear, more driven. And don't forget, if you want a free chance at Clint's money, scan the QR code, download the Fox Bet Super 6 app. A chance to win $10,000. Michael, come over from the Grid Walk, has joined me on the grid. And Michael, let me ask you, we've heard a lot about the challenges. Where does this race rank on the difficulty scale for the drivers?
It's a 10 out of 10, Chris. Mostly because there's hot sun baking down on it. It's going to be really slippery, but you have to be super aggressive on NASCAR these days. We saw that last week, but you also need to use finesse.
And he thinks we might see another first-time winner. Now for the famous words we want to hear.
Hold on a minute. Wow, I'm not paying. Hold on a minute. Let me, oh, hi, sorry. Hi, Neve Music, and hi, DXF 100. Good to see y'all.
Assistant principal at Fox Elementary and proud owner of a 2014 Toyota Avalon, Latanya Oliver. And our teacher at Fox Elementary and proud owner of a 2015 Toyota Prius, Julie Crowder.
It is the Toyota Owners 400.
Drivers, start your engine!
And that's the starting command here at, well, they're at Richmond Raceway. Once we get to commercial, I'll start going over the starting lineup. Last year we made it 6 race. We had our first repeat winner at race number 7 at Martinsville with Truex. Anyway, here is the starting lineup. Starting 37th, driving number 44, Norfolk State University Chevrolet. For New York Racing Team, Greg Biffle. Starting 36th, driving number 31, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, Justin Haley. Starting 35th, driving number 15, Neighbor Force Ford. For Rick Ware Racing, JJ Yaley. Starting 34th, driving the number 78, Surface Sunscreen Maintenance Supplies.com Ford. For Live Fast Motorsports, BJ McLeod. Starting 33rd, driving the number 51, Nurtec ODT Ford. For Rick Ware Racing, Cody Ware. Starting 32nd, driving the number 47, Sunny D Chevrolet. For JTG Doherty Racing, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 31st, driving the number 7, Nations Guard Chevrolet. For Spire Motorsports, Corey LaJoy. Starting 30th, driving the number 42, ChevyLanders.com Chevrolet. For GMS Petty Racing, or Motorsports, whatever, Ty Dillon. Starting 23rd, driving the number 29th, driving the number 23, Dr. Pepper Chevrolet. For 2311 Racing, Bubba Wallace. Starting 28th, driving the number 48, Ally Chevrolet. For Hendrick Motorsports, Alex Bowman. Starting 27th, driving the number 45, Embrace Home Loan Chevrolet. For 2311 Racing, Kurt Busch. Starting 26th, driving the number 16, Action Industry Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, AJ Allmendinger. Starting 25th, driving the number 3, Breasttree Chevrolet. For Richard Childress Racing, Austin Dillon. Starting 24th, driving the number 34, Navage Nasal Care Ford. For Front Row Motorsports, Michael McDowell. Starting 23rd, driving number 77, Voyager Crypto for All Chevrolet. For Spire Motorsports, Landon Castle. Starting 22nd, driving number 38, Black's Tire Ford. For Front Row Motorsports, Todd Gilliland. Starting 21st, driving the number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. For Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson. Starting 20th, driving the number 2, Discount Tire Ford. For Team Penske, Austin Cindric. Starting 19th, driving the number 6, Violet Defense Ford. For Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. For, Brad Keselowski. Cannot talk. Starting 18th, driving the number 17, Violet Defense Ford. For Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, Chris Buescher. Starting 17th, driving the number 21, Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford. For the Wood Brothers, Harrison Burton. Starting 16th, driving the number 8, Guaranteed Rate Chevrolet. For Richard Childress Racing, Tyler Reddick. Starting 15th, driving the number 9, Adrenaline Shock Chevrolet. Wish I had some with me. For Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott. Starting 14th, driving the number 99, Comscope Chevrolet. For Team Trackhouse Racing, Daniel Suarez. Starting 13th, driving the number 11, FedEx Express Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin. Starting 12th, driving the number 41, HaasTooling.com Ford. For Stewart Haas Racing, Cole Custer. Starting 11th, driving the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford. For Team Penske, Joey Logano. Hold on. All right. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 10, Smithfield Ford. For Stewart Haas Racing, Eric Almirola. Starting 9th, driving the number 20, Sirius XM Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell. Starting 8th, driving the number 1, Onyx Homes, iFly Chevrolet. Last week's winner for Team Trackhouse Racing, Ross Chastain. Starting 7th, driving the number 4, Mobile One Triple Action Formula Ford. For Stewart Haas Racing, Kevin Harvick. Starting 6th, driving the number 19, Auto Owners Insurance Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Martin Truex Jr. Starting 5th, driving the number 43, Focus Factor Chevrolet. For Petty GMS Motorsports, Eric Jones. Starting 4th, driving the number 14, Mahindra Tractors Ford. For Stewart Haas Racing, Chase Briscoe. Starting 3rd, driving the number 18, Mars Crunchy Cookie Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Kyle Busch. Starting on the outside pole, number 24, Liberty University Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron. And your pole winner, driving the number 12, Menards Richmond Water Heaters Ford, with a speed of 119.782 miles per hour and a pole time of 22.541 seconds, Ryan Blaney. And that is your starting lineup for today's race at Richmond.
Your car was good yesterday. I want to wish you luck. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Kevin Harvick will pull off 7th. Here's your Toyota Owners 400 starting grid. Ryan Blaney won the pole yesterday, his 3rd of the season, and William Byron has his best Richmond start. Kyle Busch.
Byron sucks at Richmond, by the way. The last 2 playoff races, he started outside of the top 10. No, he finished outside the top 20.
Martin Truex has won 3 of the last 5 here. There's Harv, a 3-time Richmond winner, and Ross Chastain, whose average finish in the month of March, 2nd. Christopher Bell, top 5s in both Richmond races last year, and Eric Almirola, top 10 in 2 of the last 3 here. Joey Logano and Cole Custer in row 6. The field will scroll across the bottom of your screen as we get down to pit road, and Jamie Little.
Well, Mike, a year ago, Alex Bowman drove from deep in the field to win his first career short track race right here at Richmond. Well, he's gone on to win 4 times since then. Now, he qualified deep in the field once again, but he told me not to worry. Long run speed is their strength. And he also said, driving this car at this racetrack is the most normal this brand new car has felt. Keep your eye on that 48, Regan Smith.
Well, Jamie, there's a couple tracks that Chase Briscoe has felt lost at over his Cup career. One of them being Richmond, the other being Phoenix. Phoenix a couple weeks ago, Chase managed to get a win, his first career win, in fact. Now we come to Richmond. The team brought the exact same race car. They feel very good about their chances of improving on his career best 16th place finish here at Richmond.
Thanks, Regan. Let's take a look at today's race analysis. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. 400 laps, 300 miles. And the stage length's a little different now. 70, 160, and 170 laps. Pit road speed, 40 miles an hour. And the fuel window, 125 to 135. Going to go green next time by. As the all-new 300-plus horsepower Toyota Camry TRD leads the field. 2 cars did not get to qualify, Justin Haley and Greg Biffle, both due to inspection issues, and they will do a pass-through after they take the green flag on the racetrack. Pass-through down pit road at pit road.
Lennon Castle's only doing 11 races for Spire, and I think he's done 3 of them already. Yeah, this is his 3rd one.
For a fast car again, guys. Let's stay on it here, 400 laps. Keep track of it. Make it our day. Good luck. Thank you guys for all the hard work. Good luck on pit road.
It's like, also, I didn't realize Eric Jones, when Jones left, he left, Joe Gibbs, he took his spot of Rick Corelli with him.
From 3rd position in that light blue Toyota. Ryan Blaney of Ford, William Byron in a Chevrolet will lead them to green at Richmond.
Here we go. The Toyota Owners 400 is green at Richmond Raceway. 300 miles of racing. Blaney goes out to the front. Byron will slide into 2nd. We'll see how he does, because he typically sucks at this track. Kyle Busch in 3rd. This is a race he won 4 years in a row from 2009 to 2012.
Front 4 single file. Martin Truex to the outside.
Typically, also Richmond sucks for Cup. So hopefully we'll see how this goes. Hopefully a little better.
Ryan Blaney, your leader, said he didn't expect to run a single lap today as hard as either of those qualifying laps yesterday.
And as of right now, if you're a crew chief on pit road, you're telling your driver, take care of your tires. Start saving your tires. Because right now, we've had a full Xfinity race, a couple days of practice. That Xfinity rubber's on the racetrack.
I don't remember the last practices. Crashes at Richmond are super rare. We've got Chastain and Jones battling for 6th. And right in front, you see True. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I think Justin Haley had to do a pass-through penalty, so he's already a lap down.
Kyle Busch. Looking to the inside.
Wonder where Haley came from.
He's been running a little bit higher through 3 and 4, trying to get a run on the 24 car as he gets down into turn 1. No, Williams saw that happen the last lap. And
oh, no. Both Haley and Biffles had to do a pass-through, so they're both a lap down, and that's going to complicate stuff. As right now, he's in between. Haley, at least, is in between the 14th place car of a 4th place car of Chase Briscoe and then the 5th place car of Martin Truex. Top 3 have been able to stay with each other thus far, separating from 4th.
Coming in, and then immediately, almost immediately, you start pacing yourself, just like you were talking about managing the run. 3-car breakaway, 3/4 of a second on Chase Briscoe in 4th.
See a 3-wide pass going through 2.
Who would have thought?
This is the first short track race of the year.
The 3 names we'd be saying most would be Briscoe, Chastain, and Suarez. What a start to this season.
So all of them are in the top 15, 16 in points. Suarez being 15th, Chastain is in 5th, and Briscoe is in 9th. Got here's Elliott and Suarez. Suarez making the pass for 13th. Oh, looks like Truex got caught up to Briscoe.
4th place. Martin Truex advances. Do you have him on your scorecard for today?
Probably.
100%. I watched that car in practice. I went down the turns 1 and 2, and I watched them roll through the center of that corner. 45 looks like he may have a problem.
Ooh, Kurt Busch with a problem.
Back and forth. Might have a tire down.
Kurt Busch has lost a tire.
So he's cycling
Or something. No, not a tire. It's an engine problem.
Probably trying to see if he has any fuel in it. That's probably why he was wiggling it.
Kyle Busch looking outside.
Yeah, Kurt Busch is slow. He's on the apron. That is, wow. Great. Kurt Busch caused the only caution for incident last year at the fall race when a tire went down and he smacked the wall. Now, man, he's not gonna. It sucks for the Kurt Busch fans out there. Suarez, by the way. Yeah, we got a caution. Unbelievable. It didn't make it 10 laps.
This race up. The history of this race, how easy it is to manage and understand what's going to happen. Boom. 10 laps in, we have our first caution. No fuel pressure, Kurt Busch says. Let's listen to what happened here.
All right. I'm trying to figure out where he was. He was in front of Landon Castle.
He's wiggling it back and forth, trying to see. That's just an old move.
So he was in the 26th position when that happened. Kurt's got 2 wins at Richmond and 7 top 5s. Probably going to be a DNF here.
High marks for those guys based off of what I saw in practice yesterday.
So he is getting pushed back to pit road. By that, the bumper of that big Ford Super Duty.
Wow. While we're doing a commercial break, I'm going to go and empty my garbage, so I'll be right back. And if I can also find my wallet. Oh, there it is. I mean, there's nothing to do during. There's nothing to talk outside the fact that Kurt Busch is probably out of the race. And I'm back. Not a moment too soon.
13 laps complete under caution for Kurt Busch, who stalled on the back straightaway. They brought him back behind pit wall. The computers are hooked up, trying to diagnose the mechanical problem with his fuel pressure. Now, surprisingly, a bunch of cars led by Kyle Larson came to pit road. Larry?
Interesting.
Yeah, with only 9 laps on the tires. Remember, these teams have 9 sets for the race. 8 lay.
All right, race rigged and calling Toyota Winston. Oh, wait. Oh, people. Yeah. Hi, David G, and hi, Scotty O'Neill. I didn't even see the. I should have been paying attention to the chat. I'm back now because I'm glad I got my garbage out because that thing was going to overflow.
Scan the QR code now, download the app, and enter your picks about today's race for a free shot at your share of the jackpot.
Get on there, folks. Free app. I'm telling you, get on your Fox Super 6 app. Put your picks in. I think this is a good race to win some of my cash. It really is. I think some of these questions might be a little bit easier. Might have some company in the win today.
Austin Cindric stopped along with Larson, Ty Dillon, Stenhouse, Ware, Haley, who got the free pass, and Biffle. Ryan Blaney is your leader. He has led every race this season, and he fires off ahead of Williams.
Here we go. Good jump for Ryan Blaney. Jeez. Byron back up to second. Got a good push from Martin Truex Jr. He won the last race at Richmond Raceway back in at the end of 2021. Kyle Busch trying to make a move. Got Truex behind him now. So Bell also making his way through. 5 Toyotas left in the race, although one of them is outside the top 20. And there's Chastain. Yeah, he's made his way to third. Right on a great hot streak. Third, second, first. And now he's trying to make his way to third. Past that Toyota, the highest running Toyota of Kyle Busch. Briscoe also doing well. He's in 6th. Kyle Busch holds on to his position of 3rd.
By the way, that on the back of Kyle's car, that's not Wawa. It's a gas station convenience store. Yeah, not Wawa.
Ooh.
You gotta get out more, Mike. That is amazing. It's a heck of a gas station, too. Got plenty of them M&Ms. I wish they'd bring us up some.
Yeah, Biffle is still a lap down. Haley's made made up 2 positions since he's back in the lead a lap.
And that may not come into play just right now. But man, let's get to about lap 30, lap 35, and see if he's still down there or not.
You picked up on that right away yesterday, Chad.
So again, Harvick and Logano battling for 9th. Harvick is one of the first forgettable drivers. Here comes Kyle Busch on the outside. Kyle Busch is my pick to win this race, personally. And now looks like he's going to get the spot.
This outside, Kyle Busch has it figured out up off of 4. You see the run. We saw it earlier with Kyle Busch getting the run off of 4. Now he's getting it figured out in 1 and 2.
Yeah. Byron keeps diving low. Busch favors high. Now where's Blaney going to go? Blaney goes low.
I was a catfish. I love running the bottom of the racetrack, and honestly, I could just be more consistent with running that bottom, running that yellow.
I'm going to wonder why specifically this track just doesn't result in crashes.
Especially in the long run, with moving up, just like you see Kyle Busch doing, diamonding that corner, and it's all about getting
It's 3/4 of a mile.
Really interesting thing about Richmond that I've noticed over the years is when you race during the day and you've got a lot of sunshine on the track, it lends itself to exactly what you're talking about. Like guys searching, looking for fresh pavement, looking for clean pavement, because that's where you get the additional grip. I think you're spot on right here.
I just want to go somewhere on this racetrack where I don't have to constantly just.
Oh, here's the battle coming back for second. Byron on the inside of Kyle, and he takes back the position. Kyle Busch will try to cross over on the bottom, though. But they're 1 and 2.
You see William fighting a little bit of loose condition getting in.
They're still going to be side by side, but Byron gets the momentum off of the high side of 2. Back through 3 and 4.
Those tracks, Clint, where through 3 and 4 right now with the way the rear suspension.
Ooh! Kyle Busch loose off of 4. Byron will make it past. He clears.
What happened right there, he got in position just like you said, and that position made Kyle Busch have to pull on that wheel off of 4, gets loose, and you drive right by him.
Back at 15th place. Our first side-by-side battle on the racetrack. Brad Keselowski inside Daniel Suarez. Everybody single file ahead of them.
Weird how hard he had to get
Keselowski,
out of the gas and
Suarez.
wait for that thing with Daniel
They were
on
battling
the
for the
outside.
15th position.
It's a process, and Chad, you alluded to it. It's a frustrating process. You start the pass, you get underneath the guy, and if he hangs on your door out there, it just kills your speed, your momentum, because you need that real estate to be able to move up and get the momentum.
And just like we saw right there, what that allowed the 8 car to do was roll up on the back of those guys. But look at this battle for second with the 18 and the 24. Oh, yeah. He's way up towards the top.
Yep.
Look at the runs. He diamonds in, straighten that corner up. All about keeping that car straight under the throttle.
Jamie at lap 8, Kurt Busch went behind the wall. Have they made any progress?
Yeah, they've actually taken him to the garage so that the engine had stumbled. It's a fuel pickup issue, and since it's mechanical, they can take all the time they want to try and fix this to get him back out. Obviously, his chances of winning the race are over, but he's trying to keep that
Unless there's a gazillion
intact, so they'll continue
cautions.
working, Mike.
Yeah, so with that fuel pickup issue, that's really an interesting thing. So we've got 2 small lift pumps in the fuel cell, then we've got a main lift pump. So right there, the way this thing sounds is it sounds to me like it's a main lift pump, because that's what feeds the engine. So they could have a real problem here. That's not something that can be easily changed. You have to take the whole fuel cell top off. Not a lot of those parts actually floating around, so they're probably going to have to go get one off a backup car and try to stick in there and see if they can gain some pressure. They're going to be multiple lap zones. Really unfortunate for that 45 team. Because they were actually looking really good in practice.
6th place race here.
We got 4 cars that close to each other. I see Truex. I see Bell, Briscoe, Logano, and Jones. And here comes 10th place Harvick to join the fun as well.
Jones and Logano. And Kevin Harvick has caught that group, make it a 5-some.
I think when you're battling it out like this, you see Eric Jones get loose on the bottom. That's that real estate you're talking about. Having to pull on the wheel to stay off the car on the outside of you. You get loose. But in these battles,
Looking at the top 15, Harrison Burton in 14th, holding his own.
The opportunity of the 5th gear to start shifting.
All right.
And I think that's exactly where you would optimize that, is trying to make a pass, get your car rotated, and beat them off the corner.
And one thing we don't have this week is a competition caution. So we're going to run the whole 70 laps of stage 1 without a scheduled break. 32 laps.
And now we wait. 32 laps done. Alright, how are we all doing today? So far, the race is at least a little more interesting than it was in the last one. We're back.
Is sponsored by Ford. Built for America. By Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. And by Verizon Frontline, built for 5G. Built to make a real difference on the front lines. 39 laps complete. Ryan Blaney's led them all. Michael McDonald just made a stop for 4 tires. Here are today's Ford track facts at Richmond. 33 Cup wins. They've been racing here since 1953. Paul Goldsmith got the first for the Blue Oval in 1957. And here's Brad Keselowski, who went to victory lane here in 2020.
In a race with no incident for caution.
Chase Briscoe and Chase Elliott had a bit of door-to-door.
Elliott's made his way up to the top 10.
Right here.
I'd say Briscoe came down a little bit, but it kind of takes me back to maybe what happened before that. I don't know if he didn't like something that the 9 did, but it didn't really look like he got loose either. It came down to him. I think that was maybe some payback, if I had to guess.
That was the second hit in the fight, not the first hit.
There's Martin Truex in the top 5. He's had a lot of success here, Regan.
Well, Mikey's had a ton of success at this racetrack, and so far today, that success continuing. Martin very happy with that race car right now. Just a little bit of brake shape early on for him. Crew Chief James Small told me a big part of that was they unloaded on Saturday's practice as good as they have all year long, because much of what they learned at Phoenix a few weeks ago is correlating to this car for him now finally.
So we've been green since about lap 14, so 30 laps of green flag racing. And we've been wondering with that 5-speed sequential gearbox, will shifting come into play here?
The biggest cause for shifting here will just be the massive tire fall off that we always see at Richmond. I do love how these cars shift. It makes it a lot more fun to go out there and try and change gear. When the tires slow down, you might be shifting.
Obviously, to be able to accelerate off the corner faster and passing cars and things like that, if you're kind of boxed in on the bottom.
Maybe the pace falls off really fast and we have to shift. So it looks like, we may not have to shift with the tire fall off we have, but we'll just have to see.
That's how many different ways of saying maybe?
That's exactly what I was going to say. A big maybe, but that's the unknowns about taking this car to these racetracks.
Right now, there's a lot of separation on the racetrack.
It goes back to where I commented first when those guys were in that, dogfight, if you will, where you could throw a blanket over them and you're moving, you're trying to make a move and get yourself in position. That may be how you do that with a downshift.
46 laps complete. Let's check with Jamie.
And Kevin Harvick has slipped a couple of spots back to 9th, but his spotter Tim Finoa up on the spotter stand.
Never talk about Harrison Martin again. I think I jinxed him. He's out. Now he's outside of the top 20.
And you heard him right there. They've got some interference on their channel, so what they'll do at the end of stage 1, they're just going to swap his frequencies to the second channel.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. That's something you fight every week. Race Electronics handles the radios for that team, and until the caterers and everybody get their radios fired up when the race is ready to start, you have no idea if somebody's going to be on your channel.
You are 100% accurate in that. And you look, we've got a packed house here today. A lot of people, a lot of new people. Everybody's got a scanner. Everybody's got a radio. People are trying to talk to one another. It gets really difficult. As soon as we walk in here on race day morning, cell phones kind of struggle a little bit. Cell phones are hard to dial out, get messages, all of that. As you're checking the radios, you start to get that.
There's not a ton going on. We're looking at Larson and Almirola, 15th and 16th. Larson, he burst onto the scene last year, but right now he hasn't been fantastic. He's dropped back to 16th in points.
See how good that car rotated, how straight he was, going straight up off the floor. That's what it takes to have speed here, to be able to drive up through the field. It's one thing to have speed and kind of manage that, but to be able to have...
So Bowman, who started near the back, 28th, has made his way to 14th.
Get an angle and pass somebody, asking a whole nother challenge. He's pretty loose, though.
20 laps laps to go in stage 1. Ryan Blaney
He's still just riding around because fucking nothing's happening. God, I don't like Richmond Raceway. Because holy fuck is it boring. I'm hustling the car. Get loose in. Really tight center, but I'm really loose off. Denny Hamlin. Kevin Harvick is having trouble hearing his spotter, Tim Fedowa. Number 4 is planning on fixing scanner frequencies on the next pit stop. The second time this has happened this year. Thank you, Davey Segal. Let's look at Dustin Albino as well. No, actually, Dustin Albino said the thing about the spotter, about the second time happened. Kyle Busch, if we fix the 3/4 off, we're going to have something. Also, Kyle Blaney was currently leading as an average finish of 22.2 at Richmond in 11 starts. 1 top 10. Nothing like some water. All right, now Blaney's catching up to Cody Ware, who is in I don't know what position. 30th, which means LaJoie, Castle, Yaley, McLeod, and McDowell have all been lapped. Yep. Ware gets lapped.
Laps to go in stage 1. Ryan Blaney holding off William Byron by 1 full second. Kyle Busch 4 back. Ross Chastain 4.5. Martin Truex 5.5. Now, as you saw, Ricky Stenhouse made the pass on Daniel Suarez and then showed a little bit of displeasure here by taking his line away. And a little paint maybe.
Like a slide job gone bad there. Didn't quite have him cleared.
Now earlier, Chase Briscoe, while
Stenhouse v. Briscoe. Oh yeah, Briscoe is falling off of the top 20 as well.
Regan, he's dropped what, a dozen spots since?
20, almost.
Been dropping since then. The unfortunate part for Chase right now is there is nothing wrong with that car from that contact. The issues he's having is it's just a very tight race car right
Biffle
now.
is, I know, he's still a lap down.
And that doesn't get better. It just continues to get worse and worse, and it compounds as you go. The crew chief right now, he's thinking, man, let's just get it to the stage.
Burton makes it back top 20. Kyle Busch starting to run up on Chastain. Keselowski's made his way to the top 10.
All right, Ross Chastain has taken 3rd place from Kyle Busch. What's up with the 18?
Actually, yeah, no, Busch got passed earlier. I'm wrong.
Seventh place right here. Joey Logano, Chase Elliott. With 10 to go in stage 1. Larry will give us a look at today's Verizon race strategy.
Well, Mike, again, it's kind of a moving target, but remember, those 2 stages, stage 2 and the final stage, they are long stages. We've already almost completed stage 1. We're not pitted in this stage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to split those 2 stages in half. I'm going to pit somewhere there about lap 150, and then again somewhere around lap 155 on into that next stage. But again, I've been off the pit box for 20 years. I reserve the right to change my strategy if needed. That's your Verizon race strategy.
And Larry, that's another baby. That is exactly why I wanted to come up here and work with this race with you.
Elliott passes Logano.
Charlotte, you guys up here because there's
He's
so
got a good
many
car
opportunities
today.
Here. So many things to consider.
Keselowski passes Harvick.
I'm telling you, the 6 car and the 4 both, these cars are fast. So they've figured out the long run. Both of them have good long run speed and are marching back up through the field. Great run for the 6 car of Keselowski.
And a nice turnaround for Brad, who's only had 109 top 10 laps run since Daytona. And neither of those drivers took tires.
The lap car of Corey LaJoie. Right there. Biffle's 3 laps down. McLeod just went a 2nd lap down. We've got 6 laps to go on the stage. Custer goes a lap down. He's in the 28th position.
Obviously qualified really well. And they only made that one run in practice. Went out there and just said, look, we're going to run this practice out. We're going to feel for our race cars, see what we've got. Did a really good job. Looks like they got him sorted out today.
He said this is his worst track. He's never led a lap here in Cup until today. It's just all part of this topsy-turvy season that we're having.
Well, I don't know if he's topsy or tursy, but I'm telling you,
Turvy, not Tursy.
The new opportunity of learning this new car. Nobody, in my opinion, has rise to the occasion better than Ryan Blaney.
Jamie.
He used to be Turvy, but today he's topsy leading these laps. Cars so far so good, and that's his crew chief there, Jonathan Hassler. He told me they ran that 45-lap run yesterday in practice, and Blaney got out of the car. His focus was managing those tires, and he said, I need to do a better job. I'm going to start at the drop of the green flag. He has been so aware of that tire conservation for this race.
Not only is he leading, Jamie, he is pulling away. He's got 1.3 seconds now on William Byron as Chase Elliott drops under Christopher Bell. This is for 6th.
I'm watching a lot of these drivers out there, the guys that are consistently making fast lap time. They're running left side tires on that yellow line. So me as a crew chief, what I'm thinking about right now, I'm watching the data that I've got coming into the pit box. I'm trying to think, okay, how am I? Because my driver's frustrated. He's not probably going the direction he wants to. So I'm like, okay, buddy, here's what we need to do. We got to get the car set up to where you're able.
Oh yeah, Elliott passes Bell for 6th.
That's what the fast guys are doing.
Why are they talking about him? He's had a fast car.
Right now, pits are closed. This is when all of that conversation starts to happen.
2 to go on the stage. Busch and Truex for 4th. Also didn't even know that I didn't notice they called Michael McDowell Michael McDonald. Of course he did.
I told you guys, start of the race, that's going to be one to watch right there. He is doing a really good job.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of guys that are wanting this stage to come to an end to make these adjustments, but man, some of them, I'm going to say that 19, Chad, you're exactly right. I like that. Christopher Bell's fast.
Blaney wins the stage. Byron 2nd. Chastain 3rd. Truex, Kyle. Then Elliott, Bell, Logano, Keselowski, Harvick.
This season, most of all Cup drivers.
eBay Motors has
Sorry. Hi, NASCAR Fan 88 and El Barto. I'm not. Well, yes, I'm watching on Fox. What else am I supposed to do? I'm not buying that. I'm not buying YouTube Premium just to ride behind a damn. I'm not gonna watch an in-car camera. I'm not paying for YouTube TV. I'm just going with what I got here.
April 16th, USFL makes history with a special opening night as the Birmingham Stallions open the season against the New Jersey Generals. Live on Fox and NBC. The biggest game. USFL kicks off Saturday, April 16th on Fox and NBC.
Hey, Joe, you said the service department.
Now we're just waiting. All right. Now we just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. My God. Someone, I put a picture of Ryan Blaney in my Discord, and then someone remarked, called his mustache a 70s porn stash. My God. All right, pit stops. Let's see if Blaney's pit crew has been horrible. All right. Blaney wins the race off pit road, so I'm going to call that a Black Flags Matter bust. Byron to the horrible pit stop, loses 6 positions. Elliott up to 3rd.
Looking good. Looked like it was holding the bottom, doing everything you asked it to do, winning that first stage. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. We've been working really hard to try to get Richmond better for us, and it's been a lot of fun so far. It's done the pole, lead that first stage, win the stage, and hopefully make the right adjustments here and see what we can do.
I don't like to show Custer out there. He didn't pit. Looks like.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
William Byron's pit crew, Larry tells us, had difficulty removing the right rear wheel.
Why? What is it with right rears lately?
His stage 1 win at Richmond.
Where's the left rear? You know, whatever. $12, 1, 9, 20, 18, 19, 22, 24.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you line.
Need.
Action.
Cut. You can't say that.
Sorry. Is this where they're going to put the Statue of Liberty? Liberty. Are we married to Mutual?
Cut.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liber, fuck me. No. What? Liberty, Mutual. God. Person responds, Farrell, was I because I deleted it, his comment, like, Farrell, but was I wrong? I'm like, I'm not going to answer that question. You got Dr. Pepper, NASCAR Fan 88, and one car is paint scheme. Yeah, same paint scheme from Coda. We're back.
Penalties on pit stops. Alex Bowman pitting out of the box.
Oh.
He won this race last year after a tire violation. He'll have to come back again. Cody Ware over the wall too soon. Let's take a look at this pit stop and
Cody
watch.
Ware.
You're going to see all of the crew come around the front of the car so the rear tire changer and carrier don't have to wait till the car goes by before they jump over pit wall and come around. It also means they can go back around the front of the car and not interfere with the work of the gas man.
It's a really clean choreography when it all works properly, and these guys have been touting about, you know, how good this is since before the season. Actually, a rule change to allow the teams to go ahead and approach the car in this manner, and I do think there's possibility that it could benefit some pit road times when everybody gets it all squared away. But right now, it's not quite there. Obviously, they help serve at best on pit road right there. But right now, everybody is on pins and needles coming onto pit road. I think that probably impacts a little bit.
Regan?
Mike, the only Joe Gibbs car that did not do that pit stop, the 20 of Christopher Bell. The reason being they have a light hole in the middle of their pit box. They weren't sure how the choreography would work based on where he stops in the pit box. They wanted to see where he stopped before they determined if they do it.
But Larry tells us they were the fastest of the 4 Gibbs cars.
Exactly. If you're going to advertise a new way, man, you better show up. And
I want a pole in my pit.
All right, here we go. Ready for the restart. We're going to have 320 laps to go. Looks like Elliott didn't get a great start. Here comes Kyle Busch to make it 3 wide between 4th and 5th. Yeah. Can Kyle Busch work it 3 wide? He is. Looks like. Yeah, he is. Ball's in front of his teammate, Martin Truex Jr. Elliott looks like he might pull up, and he'll be in the 5th position, or the 5th position. Bell is up there as well. 3 wide and a gaggle back there.
usually don't end with everybody happy.
Austin Cindric got into Tyler Reddick's number 8 just a little bit there. Casual contact. Harrison Burton tries for the middle.
He's trying to get down, just can't quite get it finally.
He just clipped it there. Yeah, I'll get in there.
Harrison gave him a break on that.
Right here is a crew chief. Once again, you're telling your driver, take care of your tires right now for me. Just please take care of your tires. It's going to come back, and it's going to pay dividends late on. But, man, it's really hard to get your driver not to get to that gas pedal when he's trying to race for position right now.
7th place at stake there. Logano on the outside of Byron. Now watch the 9 on the restart, and you'll see that Chase Elliott does not take off well. 2nd car on the inside.
Oh, so it's pretty bad.
And that stacked everything up. And Kyle Busch was able to go through the middle and pass that whole group.
It spun pretty hard. It's almost like it was hitting tried first gear instead of second.
Sixth place now for Logano, who keeps moving forward. And listen in on the 19, Martin Truex.
This track is notorious for brake issues, and it can be on one side of the scale or the other. It can be that you've got your brakes too hot, and you start to get buildup, or something on the rotor that's starting to create a chatter, or something that doesn't feel right. Or on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, you don't use the brakes enough. You don't get them up to temperature enough, and they have a chatter because of that. Really a difficult place.
Which usually I pick the latter for this conversation, because on that longer run, you start slowing everything down. You back the corner up. You don't use the brakes near as much. Those brakes have an optimum temperature that they want to be. And if you get that thing cooler than that, they start building pad material up, start shaking, and no place does it worse than here in Richmond.
Look at Hamlin and Harvick side by side. In any other year, these would be 2 drivers you'd expect to be right at the front, contending for the win.
Harvick and Hamlin, 2020.
Get to the front here as they race for 10th place.
start to think about the fans, the cooling and all that, and I bet old Larry Mack, I bet he could show us a little something about that.
Hi Nevaeh, how are you? I'm doing well. The cover for Pantslinks is going to be late today.
We went from a 15-inch diameter reel to an 18-inch, even though we went from steel to aluminum. You build the inside of the wheel bigger, they're going to fill it up with brakes. Look at how big this brake package is. It's about 30% more braking, and Chad, you know how much brake you use here at this 3/4 mile track, especially getting off into
I
turn.
could try to upload it during the race, but it might slow everything
That
down.
much more braking, all of a sudden you don't need it as much. When you start slowing your pace down, you back off of those brakes because they have so much more brake than they're used to. You get those temperatures cooled off, and now things start shaking.
And speaking of just that,
Yes, it is slowing the race. It is. Yeah, no. It'll probably be up, I'd say, around 9 o'clock Eastern.
a vibration in the brakes.
Ooh, and that's not good. If you have brake problems at a short track, your competitive day is over. Because you need those to get to the turns well.
You might get yourself into a position where you can taper off the brakes a little bit, try to get a little bit more heat in there if you're working on the wrong side of the spectrum. But man, 9 times out of 10, that sticks with you all race long.
It's a 160 lap stage. So we're going to lap 230.
Chase Elliott carrying our A-Shock Energy camera this week. Has a lot of support here as Ryan Blaney continues to lead at lap 92.
Getting the incredible iPhone 13 without T-Mobile makes as much sense as playing hide and seek.
Ready or not, here I come!
In the desert.
Really, guys?
T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places. And now, when you switch, you can get iPhone 13 on us and 1 year of Apple TV Plus for free.
You're not gonna fit in that hole.
Don't look any further. Unlock the full power of iPhone 13 on us at T-Mobile.
Also, Kyle Busch's headlights are misapplied.
When you step into a new day, determined, committed, willing to take on
Oh
whatever.
my god. I was scrolling around Twitter. And that's while I'm doing this. Back in like the 2000s, I see NASCAR's sexiest driver. My god. Like, who does this stuff? I mean, this was 2000s NASCAR. I'm just gonna play this. Jamie McMurray, hotter than Kurt Busch, confirmed. Johnson, sexier than Waltrip, I think. Why is this real? And then, you know what? I think it's actually kind of funny, so why am I complaining about it? Are we back yet? Oh, what the? Hold on a minute.
With all the resources that they've got at their fingertips.
I thought the stream got shut off for a moment. I got confused. And we're over 25% of the way through the race.
Just facts. Hey, this is what we have to do to make our car go faster, or what's going on. And it's just fun to watch those guys continue to improve as they.
Kyle Busch is sliding back while Chase Elliott, I think, is starting to have better lap times. It's a battle for second place now between Chastain and Bell.
Chastain, Bell. Ryan Blaney has now led over 300 laps this year. That is 3/4 as many as Rudy led all of last season.
Wow, that's a lot of laps.
Let's go back to 5th place. Chase Elliott, Jamie.
Chase Elliott, the only Hendrick driver without a win this year. And I talked to his crew chief, Alan Gustafson. He told me they unloaded yesterday, and it was like a white knuckle event. He said, we were off, and we were down on speed, and they qualified 15th. He said they made a few adjustments, and it certainly helped today. He's already gained 10 positions, despite that stumble on the last restart.
No, yeah, no prob, Brett Abbey. However you pronounce it. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Elliott, I think, might have a surprise W. His car was good in the long run.
What I see here with Chase, if you're a crew chief trying to look and see what's going on, because you have to use all of your tools. His hands are very calm on the steering wheel. Like he's not sawing the wheel a tremendous amount. It doesn't look like he's out of control. It's just nice and smooth.
Kyle Busch calls always going to be depressed again now, and I'm in it. Yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe. See if we can hit that goal of 530 today. Let's gain around 10 a week across the multiple streams that I do.
From looking at it, from my perspective, the car just looks very neutral. Very, he's not overpowering this wheel, having to lean on it really hard to keep the car turning.
Yeah, he's running in 4th position. He's not running badly. Looking at Chris Buescher now on the knock on the door of 11th on Denny Hamlin.
Chris Buescher for 11th place here.
His teammate was fast in that first run. If they had some air pressure differences or anything, at least a little bit, they probably made those adjustments on that pit stop. Now you have both your cars marching to the front.
Only 2 drivers in the top 13 right now have been to victory lane this year. Ross Chastain and William Byron.
We're running 2nd and 9th respectively.
We heard Ryan Blaney talking about a brake shudder. Jamie?
Who's running?
Well, good news for Ryan Blaney fans. As of right now, he says it has gone away. No vibration, and the team's response was maybe it was just low air pressure.
Well, I was wrong.
It's another baby. But it's another baby.
Clearly it does fix itself here in Richmond, and things are going just how you want it to. And I guess if you've led 111 laps or so, it is going exactly the way you want it.
Makes me wonder, unless there's green flag pit stops, which there could be, are we going to see someone lead every damn lap?
Things like that again. There's a temperature that they want to run, that optimum temperature where all of those gremlins go away. And if, as a driver inside that car,
Thank you, Red Abbey, for subscribing.
if you're overcharging a corner, and a lot of times you adjust your car with your driving style on a track like this. If that thing's loose in, I'm going to charge that corner hard, use a lot of brake, and try to build some temperature into those front tires to hopefully try to help myself and tighten my car up. On a short track like Richmond, those are some things you can do inside that car to try to help yourself. Try to help the balance of that car.
Chad, you know what you just learned as a crew
Top
chief?
5, it was car not catching, leader is handling not the best. Kyle, yeah, it is true. They now have to maneuver their way through lap traffic as Justin Haley. Lap. Or no, he's not.
After that pit road penalty. 112 laps complete. Ryan Blaney has led them all so far.
The last time a driver led every lap of the track was New Hampshire in 2000 with Jeff Burton because of the fucking restrictor plates they added, handicapping the ability to pass.
Is your morning some?
No, we wait. Yes, we wait. Don't. But yeah, when he complains about the cars, when he does his best, exactly. Hey. Here's a little lesson in trickery. This is going down in history. If you want to be a villain #1, you gotta chase a superhero on the run. So follow my moves and sneak around and be careful not to make a sound. Don't touch that. We are #1. Hey. We are #1. We are #1. Now look at this net that I just found. When I say go, get ready to throw. Go. Throw it at him, not at me. Now watch and learn. Here's the deal. He'll slip and slide on this banana peel. What are you doing? Ba 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 da da ba 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 ba. We are #1. Oh, we are #1. Hey, hey. This is what I do when I'm bored. Because what else am I gonna do to fill the fucking commercial space? Thank you, thank you. Should I do a Disney song next commercial? Because God knows I'd have the time for it. Just wrapping a mechanical pencil as well, just to give a percussion. All right, here we go. Bell past Chastain. Other channel, aka the Pantslings, based on where on the YouTubers Discord server that we all met. I'm gonna try to get the cover out for this week later in the day, but I'll drop a link in the subscription I'll drop a link in the chat for it.
Well, I think it could be for sure. There's definitely tools that you could use there, but I think that very well could be a situation where you're on pit road. Yeah, if you turn your wheel to the right a little bit.
Oh, Elliot makes it past Kyle. Anyway, that is my second channel. Like I say, Elliot had great long run car. Here comes Logano. There's the lapped car of LaJoy on the outside. Oh.
Fast friends again. Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick are back at it. This time they're battling for
11th.
And here comes Martin Truex to pit road.
Mike Crew Chief James Small just hopped on the radio, said pit this time. Martin did. That race car just a little too tight in the middle, can't get into turn. And the brake shake, as we've heard earlier, is still a problem for him, shaking the wheel out of his hands at times.
And Larry Mack and I were just talking about that during the break. Man, we were wondering if about this point in time we might see some guys try to do a double pit stop through this and have a triple stint. Larry, you got any thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, if you go back to our Verizon race strategy, we based it off of a lot of cautions and maybe splitting it in half. But what we're seeing James Small do there with Martin Truex Jr., he's going to do it in thirds. He's going to probably run somewhere around, 50 laps of the stint here.
What do you gain there? By breaking it into thirds, as Kyle Busch gets 10, and William Byron pitting. Regan?
Mike, it's been a good day so far for Brad Keselowski. That race car, good on entry.
All right, green flag pit stops.
Right now, Jamie.
Kyle Busch in that 18 been pretty good all weekend. He was a little bit too tight in the center, a little loose on exit as they work to continue. 4-tire stop here. William Byron. Remember they had that slow pit stop last time on pit road. They just made that chassis adjustment. A 4-tire stop here. Make sure that left rear goes on and it's smooth.
Harvick, Cindric, Reddick, and Suarez are pitting under green.
All right.
A lot of monkey see, monkey do in this type of situation. You don't want to be the
Yeah,
first guy.
when does Blaney pit?
First guy, you're the one that capitalizes the most in this type of situation because you're the first guy on track with fresh tires and you can really start to make some hay. Jamie, what have you got down there?
Harvick, Cindric. I'm gonna eliminate the top until the green flag's pit cycle is complete. The cycle is now complete. First I was the learner, now I am the master. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Blaney on pit road. We finally have a new leader. I also do vocal impressions. Yeah. I always wonder, but then like green flag pit stops. Yeah. Bell leads by 3 seconds over Chase Elliott. Chastain, Logano pitting, Ty Dillon, Kyle Larson, Custer. Chastain.
There is no commitment cone. That would present a problem, but the commitment box is sometimes a little hard to find. And then there's getting down to pit road speed.
He's got tires locked up big time getting in, but there is time to be made there. Do not overstep that.
Elliott pits. Well, I'm going to check Pockrus's Twitter to see if there were any penalties. Kyle Busch's last lap was 23.3 seconds. Bell hasn't pitted. He's 1.2 off that. Chase Briscoe to pit road. 6 cars now on the lead lap. It was like a slow pit stop for the 9. He got passed by multiple cars that were left. Byron's passed him. Logano's passed him. Buescher. I don't know if Buescher pitted or not. I don't think Buescher pitted though. I don't know. Okay, brake shake, horrible, no drive off, killed. That's what Kyle Busch said before he pitted. People on Twitter saying it's a snooze fest, and it kind of is. It's the one short track race. It's for Cup. It's the one short track that has no short track racing, basically. Doesn't have the same feel.
The problem is everybody who stopped is now 1 lap down to the lead 6 cars.
And frantically trying to catch that lead car, Christopher Bell, get their lap back.
Yeah, we've got the 12 that's entering.
Haley pitted, and he's got one of his laps back. So now Haley. He's now 2 laps down. Truex unlaps himself. Blaney's working his way up as well.
That's the hard part about being on similar lap count tires as the people you're racing. It's really difficult to get by them, but they can really slow you down.
Yeah, okay, only the top 6 cars hit. Well, the top 5 plus Gillen are yet to pit. I guess Buescher did have a really good pit stop. Yes, they do. They're both sponsored by Violet Defense this week. I mean, if you think that's similar, you should see early era Formula 1. No. Formula 1, those cars all have the exact same paint scheme. Like Ferrari, like synonymous with Marlboro. Kyle Busch unlaps himself, so does Ryan Blaney. Now 9 cars on the lead lap.
When it's just sitting idle, it's kind of like forth, push it back and forth.
I've been in a situation like Christopher Bell is, and this is the only
Number 1. Hello, G-Boo. Welcome to the stream. Next car who can unlap himself is Chastain. Okay, Elliott passes Busher for 13th. Why haven't they pitted though? Where are they going? Is it obviously a different pit sequence, but still. Elliott passes Keselowski now. Top 5 have not pitted. You know, so I will fill them out now because there might be a caution coming eventually. The cars that have not pitted.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less? You can with GoodRx. The free app that
Bell,
discounts at
Denny
your local
Hamlin,
pharmacy. If a
Eric
customer is
Jones,
paying high
Eric
price,
Almirola,
have them check
Austin
GoodRx.
Dillon,
Even if they have
Martin
insurance,
Truex
you can
unlapped
also
himself
compare
after
prices,
pitting
and
in
have your doctor send
16th.
it where it's
6th,
lowest.
then Todd Gilliland, who also was not pitted. 7th, then
pharmacies across the country.
I use GoodRx at Walmart.
I use it at Kroger.
I digress. Gilliland has pitted.
Your prescription. Just check the app.
Or no, he hasn't. He's just fallen way back.
GoodRx.
Because the car isn't good. Blaney, Bush, Chastain, Elliott. Now, Opus like up to 15th is now on left themselves. That's up to Harvick in 15th.
I just passed this test that proves I'm not a bot.
Innovation usually looks something like this.
And now we wait. Because Bell gonna be I don't know why they aren't. I don't know what the optimal pit strategy is. Out of all the rookies, Gillen right now is running in the highest position, but he's a second slower than both Cindric and Harrison Burton. Truex is now past Austin Dillon. I mean, pit, you motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, that 11 should have been 22 at the end. If you want to looking at the deltas to different drivers, my man Elliott, I got the shirt. His delta to Ross Chastain is about 0.2 seconds, so he's close to getting another position. Look at Kyle Busch, who's in what he's made his way up. He's in the 6th position. He's a second away from Blaney. It looks like some of the cars are now starting to maybe wait. It looks like the 43 has pitted. He's now 27th, 2 laps down. The 10 car has not pitted. The 3 has not pitted. Elliott got by Chastain, now 0.8 away from Logano.
Finish in today's race. Not at the end of stage 2, but at the end of the race.
All right, friends, I'm thinking you better have picked that 19 of Martin Truex Jr. That call to put him, bring him in and be the first one on pit road. Gutsy call, because that caution could come out and bite you, make you look bad, but not so much. I think these guys are the ones for that answer.
Watch the 48.99.
So 4 cars are yet to pit. Top 2. No. Truex. Ooh. Saved by Suarez. But alright. Now Truex is now passed up to 2nd. Or will pass up to 2nd.
You see Kurt Busch back on track in the 45. Jamie, they replaced what? Everything on that car? I know they replaced the ECU, replaced a whole bunch of wiring, but they got him back out there. He's 107 laps down, but he continues. Let's check in with Larry and get today's Subway right combination.
Well, Mike, right now they're running 1, 2, 3 and all in the top 5. Joe Gibbs Racing and Richmond Raceway. When you look at their current
2 of them haven't pitted.
Denny and Martin, they have a combined total of 12 Richmond wins. Even Christopher Bell, he has 3 Xfinity Series wins. This race 1 year ago, Joe Gibbs Racing.
It's also called the Toyota Owners 500. Cindric unlapping himself. Pit, you motherfuckers.
They've actually finished 1, 2, 3 in 2 of the last 5 Richmond races.
Well, I don't understand what. I guess they're just trying to split the stage in half. Because it's a 160 lap race, but now we're past that mark.
Running 1, 2, 3 right now, looking good.
Fastly approaching when that 20 car should be starting to think about hitting on that 155.
All right, Almar, the 10 is not. I think the 3. Hold on. Dylan has just pitted. That leaves Almirola, Bell, and Hamlin.
And Eric Almirola in 9th.
This is painful.
Going back to what I was talking about,
Oh, great. I got a homework assignment grade posted. I wasn't particularly happy with the job I did on this one either.
can't get down. Ty Dillon going underneath of him. Can't get
I
down.
still got a 10 out of 10 on it. Only 2 more assignments for that class for the rest of the year. I'm hoping I don't have an inorganic assignment.
But again, I want to give credit to Christopher Bell. He's doing a good job of managing that. You know, if you see a guy come up, again, it's all about managing and optimizing that time. You know that guy's going to pass you. Let him pass you somewhere. Here comes Denny Hamlin.
Alright. 17 different questions on my next chem homework, so I can divide that into 4, 4, 4, 5. No, 4, 4, 4, 5 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. To split up the work I have to do. As for my microeconomics class, this is how I just think about stuff. No, not this week, which helps. Okay, enough talking about homework. We're watching a race. Bell finally fucking pits. Hamlin finally fucking pits. Looks like Almirola finally fucking pits. Yeah, I'm out of college. Yes, I am. So, Truex has the lead. Look, top 10 now. Kyle Larson.
Second place on Blaney, who had the lead before that pit stop cycle started.
But we got a chance to talk to not only him, we talked to his teammate as well. Nobody's. Denny Hamlin had owned this place through the course of my career, right?
That's why they call a race they're called the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown.
Denny Hamlin that I heard and felt in Martin Truex, and I think the proof's in the pudding. Truex knew, man.
Yeah, Bell will pay for staying out so long. I think, and okay, well, Bell's now the last car in the lead lap, but goddamn, he waited a while. Hamlin is still ways a lap. Hamlin settles in 25th. I don't give a crap about Wahlberg.
Yeah. What do you think you're gonna be, the next John Wayne?
Get yourself a marvelous mop.
There's a man going round.
I think God saw something in you worth saving, but it's up to you to decide what you've got to offer.
I'm gonna be a priest
For Halloween.
when no one else cares. God does. He ain't giving up on you. Don't you dare go giving up on yourself. Father Stu. You can't say I never gave you nothing.
I skipped over thanking you. Went straight to the source. Exclusively in movie theaters April 5th.
Alrighty, now we wait. Don't. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me get some music going. You know, if we can hit 530 subs, I'll sing my favorite Disney song on here. How about that? I hope that sounds like a good. It sounds like a good deal. We'll just type it out. Which one? I did multiple.
The champ here, his gig speeds run on can't catch me Wi-Fi.
Okay, that's fast.
Fast? Let's leave them in the dust fast.
Nice, Noah, but we're talking about Xfinity X5. It's fast like take home the checkered flag fast. Can your internet do that?
Yeah. Can you? So L Bart, can you specify which Scooby song you want me to do? Yeah, hold on. Let me find next commercial break.
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by Father Stew in theaters April 13th.
A movie, a fucking movie.
Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. 95 of 160 laps complete in stage 2. So we've compared the 11 and the 20 as we look at today's pit performance, sponsored by eBay Motors.
Bell's back in the lead lap.
Look at the difference. 3/10 to the good for Christopher Bell on the driver's side and 3/10 to the crew side. And that adds up. Bell currently 17th and Hamlin 24th.
And it's in that conversation of the secret and how they want to do that, how they approach it. It didn't seem like it worked.
Keep in mind also what positions they were in. I mean, there was a 10-second gap between Bell and Hamlin when they were pitting.
What happened if you go back to that last stop right there? Christopher Bell, Adam Stevens at 20. They did it the new way. The 11 car, Chris Gabehart, and the 11 crew, they went back to the old-fashioned way, just a flip-flop from that first trip to pit road.
The following is a live presentation of FS1 on Fox. What the? Okay.
I'm not sold that it's going to be the new way yet. It might be a different way, but I think there's still work to be done.
Harvick passing Keselowski.
Before you see these, they're the only ones. It isn't like every other team on pit road can't do the same thing. Well, that's the beauty.
Elliott's catching up to Kyle.
Everybody's in zero. With the race cars, race car setups, driving techniques, pit crews, the way you approach a pit stop, everything is brand new. With only being a few races into the season, you're going to continue to see people taking different leads and different angles to try to get an advantage, and they clearly think they got it.
Still side by side. Oh, coming off of the 4. Caleb Elliott for 4th place. Way out in front of the 18.
Martinsville next week, and now we're just 14 days away from Cup cars on dirt. Bristol Motor Speedway, Easter Sunday night, April 17th on Fox.
I cannot wait.
Now Elliott's a second away from Logano.
Something I've been looking forward to all season long. Some of these guys have already been to Bristol. Kyle Larson there over the last couple nights racing a dirt late model, and I know there's others as well.
Trying to put a lap on Todd Gilliland, who is like 3 or so laps down. Here's Bart Buscher trying to pass defending champ Larson for 9th. They're gonna have a good battle there. Larson's in between an ocean of purple with Buscher on one side and Keselowski on the other.
19 cars on the lead lap, with 57 to go in stage 2.
I am really impressed with the RFK cars today. They've been running well, running fast, taking opportunities when they can. Calculated, both cars are running really, really well.
For Cam on board Brad Keselowski. In 8th place, Chris Buscher in 10th. And here are the Penske Fords battling for 2nd. As Joey Logano pulls down on Ryan Blaney. Chase Elliott right with them. And
Ooh, yeah, damn. Yeah, Elliott's really caught up. He's caught up. Here comes Logano around Blaney for Blaney wiggles off of 4. But yeah, that 9 car is caught up to the battling Penske bros because they're in lap traffic.
So he'll be the first of the cars to make the second green flag stop in this stage.
And that was what was going on. Drivers. So yeah, it's making it a 2-stop pit versus a 2nd-stop pit. Truex pits again. Yeah, so it's a 2-pit strategy versus a 1-pit strategy. So that is it. Dividing it in about parts into 53 laps versus 80 lap stints. And a lot of the drivers go to pit to follow him.
As many of them as Chad said, monkey see, monkey do. Let's come on down. 18 of Kyle Busch and struggling with the.
All right, I'm gonna go check Pockrus's Twitter in case we get more speeding calls. Yeah, Bell will not stop again.
Got too tight there, was wearing out his tires.
This will cycle Christopher Bell back to the lead. Did it 22 laps ago. And just about everybody who is in pit road on this 2-stop cycle has now been in. Regan?
Pretty much about almost every car. I think except Byron has pitted.
They didn't wait around near as long to watch that guy take advantage of it. As soon as he came, as soon as that one car was on pit road, everybody came that lap. Come now.
And the last one to pit in this cycle will be William Byron, entering pit road now. So Christopher Bell will be your leader from Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, and Austin Dillon. Jamie.
And William Byron in the 24 just really, really tight. Is the only feedback he's really given his team as he comes to pit road for a 4-tire stop.
And again, we're going to be in this situation of playing the waiting game with a lot of cars now trapped 1 lap down because of these stops.
The top 10 are all on the lead lap.
And this is the cycle you're going to see. It's going to be interesting to see how far or where the 11, the 20, the 43, the 10, they stack up in comparison to the 19 and the rest of the guys that are going to be.
But and about a few of these cars, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car. Okay, Kyle Busch unlocked himself. 6 cars in the lead lap, pitted. Truex, Chastain, Blaney, Elliott, Logano, Kyle Busch, and Truex has made his way back up to 3rd.
Sorry, here it doesn't matter, right? You're not going to worry about that here. But you fast forward to a road course, you fast forward to Indianapolis, you fast forward to Michigan. That extra gallon, half gallon, whatever it is, that's going to come into play at those racetracks is something that maybe the rest of us haven't considered quite as much.
We'll see how it plays out, and we'll see how many teams adopt this newly approved strategy of having the whole crew, except the fueler, of course, come around the front of the car on stops.
Blaney's tight in traffic. Truex 14 seconds behind the leader. 14 and a half.
With most of the cars that stop tracking a lap down.
Last lap, Harvick 3 miles per hour faster than Bell. He actually also unlapped himself.
Following Kevin Harvick in 12th, he is the last car on the lead lap.
And nothing to really worry about right now because 3 miles an hour faster than the leaders right there because he did the 2-stop strategy versus the 1-stop strategy.
So the 1-stoppers at the front, Bell, Hamlin, Jones, Almirola. 6th place here. Blaney was the first of the 2-stoppers to make that 2nd stop.
Excuse me, coming through. Blaney carried him up the racetrack.
That might get you a little.
Yeah, he did too. Big time. How about that? Did not like that, and I'm paying him back.
Damn, Chastain
That is short track.
moving Blaney out of the way after Blaney moved him. Reciprocity like that, I'm fine with. And people say I was like raising a stick, like people, I think, raising a stink about people raising a stink about Gibbs' move. Nemechek raced him clean, and then Gibbs responded by punting him. These two are racing each other hard because one raced each other hard, and the other one paid it back. That's short track racing.
He has a reputation of, I don't give a crap, I don't take any crap, I am not in the crap business.
Hopefully you'll never become a plumber.
I tell you what, Blaney is the same guy. Literally the same mentality, the same driver. That's two young drivers are both extremely aggressive, and it doesn't surprise me in the least. And I don't know that it's over. That 12 may get to the back bumper of the one again. You better run, because I'm coming.
Now, by pitting one lap earlier than the rest of the drivers on that cycle, Ross Chastain gained 4 spots.
That's what we were saying, Mike. We're the first one to have the guts to hit pit road. You're going to get an opportunity to take advantage of that.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Christopher Bell leads Denny Hamlin by 11.5 seconds. With 211 laps to go in Richmond.
All right. All right, hold on. Let me find the instrumental again real quick. You hear the screeching of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl, and it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You hear the beating of your heart, you know the screaming's gonna start. Here comes the really scary part, 'cause it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. All the trees begin to moan, and the monsters grunt and groan, rotting faces full of slime. Don't you know it's terror time? It's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. And that be the song. Oh, jeez, and I forgot to turn the volume off before I go back to chat. Yes, I flick my Bic. What the heck is that? I don't know the 3 rules of plumbing. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Not like a good song. I don't know what the hell is flick my Bic. How are y'all enjoying the first third of the short track sweep?
195 laps complete. Christopher Bell leading. Here is who is
Cindric, Larson, Bowman, Briscoe, Byron, Chastain, the winners.
6 different drivers, all under age 30, by the way, as have been all of the 12 most recent winners in the Cup Series. Who will join them today? A lot of differing strategies. 2-stop, 1-stop for stage 2. Christopher Bell on the
Truex 7 seconds behind Bell, 33 to go. He's been catching up. Ooh, Elliott went from 8th to 6th. 20, 11. Okay, so top 10. Bell, Truex, Hamlin, Chastain, Blaney, Elliott. What happened to Kyle Logano? Kyle Busch slid back to 8th. He pitted. Harvick, Larson. Yeah, something happened to Payday's Friday. Shit runs downhill.
What is that delta? How much time has elapsed? Where are they going to shake out? And if I hit, what's going to happen? So if you're out there and you're trying to look
What happened to Kyle? He's falling back. Fair amount.
If
Back of paramount. I don't. Fixing that is paramount.
You have one job to do. I'm out here swatting flies in this race car that you decided to not help me out the last 17 times we played with your strategy. I told you 5 times it was loose getting into the corner. I'm still out here swatting flies loose into the corner. I've got people 3 wide out here on different strategies. That's the only job.
Even the Gen 7 Richmond Raceway is still in there.
I've been dealing with 2 drivers for the last 7 years. And you know my definition of a crew chief. It's a guy that gets to travel, that makes a good living, that listens to somebody that makes millions of dollars.
Blaney says he's way too loose.
This guy, workload right there. Enough said. Here's it. Look, see, swatting flies in there. Danny, look at the focus.
They're showing differences. Yeah, Hamlin has a couple drivers. They're just chill, not having to wheel that thing around just yet. 200 laps down, 200 to go. We've been here for about 1.5 hours. We've had no caution for incident besides Kurt Busch's problem. Because I don't know, this track is just not caution filled at all. That's Adam Stevens. That's a Sirius XM. How do you fuck that up? It's a Sirius XM hat, for crying out loud. There's Ben Bayshore on top of the 18 pit box. Acronis, I think is that Ives? The 30th place car of McDowell goes 3 laps down. All right, 18 cars have now unlapped themselves. Truex says, it's terrible, man. You can't pass nobody. Well, obviously slamming, he can't pass anybody. But Truex has already led more laps today, 18 laps, than he did combined the first 6 races of the season combined. 17. Also, Kyle Busch's pit crew performed a 9.19 second 4-tire pit stop. The fastest 4-tire pit stop in race NASCAR fucking history. So
We've got the 19 car Martin Truex Jr. catching the 20 at a very rapid pace, only 3.8 seconds behind them right now. And the reason they are in this position right now is because of Small. Crew Chief James Small, he is the one that made this thing happen. Put them in
now the gap is down to 3.7 seconds.
win this stage and go ahead and take home 10 points. 100%.
He's catching up. I mean, Bell is stuck in heavy lap traffic now. Like, he's stuck behind a couple cars. I can see Jones, Dillon, Harrison. I can see the 19 coming up. Cindric's near there. He's trying to... Well, no, he's not. Dillon unlapped himself. I mean, maybe not necessarily unlapped himself, but he's getting in a gaggle of cars. And here comes Truex. He got cut down another 0.7 seconds.
Christopher Bell trying to make some room. Here comes Ricky Stenhouse. Way on the outside, going to pass them all. Grab a gear.
Ooh.
And I think that's exactly what's happening, Chad.
Busch loses another position. He's down to 9th.
Was shifting earlier. The one thing that I did notice, he downshifted and never reached over and pulled that lever again.
I wasn't going to say that, and you picked up on it. That's right. And one quick one right here. Everybody's thinking, oh, see, this didn't play out well for the 11 car. Chastain's getting by him right now.
Truex now down to 1.3. Chastain passing Hamlin for 4th. 3rd. I mean...
Right now, the guys that are only pitting one time in this stage of the race, they're going to have one additional set of tires behind their pit box that they can use at the end of the race. So that is an advantage for them. If we get a short run, if we get another 30, 35 laps, let's say right now there's only, how many of the cars lead lap? We've got 18 cars lead lap.
Turn
We're going to see that continue.
Excuse me, Christopher Bell with Daniel Suarez trying to get a lap back from him. Suarez is on much fresher tires, and look what happened.
What happened? They're 3 wide going off of 2. They hit each other, and now it looks like it right around Suarez's right front and Bell's left front. But Truex is now less than half a second away from Bell. Here he comes to the inside of his teammate.
Is there. Truex to the inside of Bell. On 20-lap fresher tires, Martin Truex back to the lead in traffic, using that 43 of Eric Jones as a pick. New leader.
New leader, MTJ.
17 laps in this season, entering today. Was back out front and will.
Only way Richmond improves if it's short to his former track and they're banging to the corner. No, I don't know what. No, like I don't necessarily like. I think it's the horsepower problem. High horsepower Richmond had a lot, like short track. I don't know why. Like, and like the track has like when at least Gen 6s used to have good racing at Richmond. There was the classic bump and run of 2016 and the run of the finish of 2014. Not to mention the 20... Oh, we don't talk about 2013. Richmond has had good racing. It's just... It's like the horsepower problems. But man, 4 bad races in a row we're looking at. With across 2 different cars. I'm not exactly super confident. Also, Hamlin gets passed for 4th. Or maybe he did and I just missed it. Hamlin has fallen back to the 9th position. Although, at least the one thing that this is actually they are experimenting with that I can enjoy is the fact that they are doing different pit strategies, which I didn't see much with the Gen 6. Harrison Burton doing the best of all the rookies in 16th. Talladega's 2 weeks away. That's always... No, 3 weeks away.
Talladega, April 24th on Fox. Oh, that's going to be fun. What a fun season so far. Here we are at Richmond. Brad Keselowski's 2 cars.
Biffle out of the race with suspension issues. I didn't even notice that.
As things cycle through here, with just
That
10
sucks
laps to go
for
in
him.
Stage 2. 11th through 13th place battle here. Martin Truex has cycled back to the lead on James Small's pit strategy, ahead of his Joe Gibbs teammate. Toyota driver Christopher Bell. A Chevy is 3rd, Ross Chastain, and Penske Fords are 4th and 5th, Blaney and Logano. Still 17 cars on the lead lap. Only car out of the race, Greg Biffle. Kurt Busch was in the garage for 100-plus laps, but he's back out there. Here's 3rd through 5th.
Good little battle going on as well.
So many ways to get around this racetrack. So many opportunities. It's great to see. I'm gonna run the middle groove. I'm gonna run the low groove. I'm gonna shoot.
Almirola, one of the cars who didn't pit, like, following a different strategy. He's now, I think, a lap down. Bellman passing teammate William Byron.
Has done a great job of rebounding from that pit penalty at the first stage break, lap 70, pitted out of the box.
Or he's trying to, but they're side by side.
Get back up from 28th on the restart to 14th right now, 13th right now.
Alex is really happy with his car yesterday. He knew he didn't have the fastest car in practice, didn't qualify just how he wanted to. But, you know, when you talk to a driver and he looks at you and says, hey, my car's pretty good. I feel like it's pretty good. And if you're here and your driver has that amount of confidence, he's like, man, I feel like I can go out there and drive and race all day long. That is a good thing, because there's a lot of folks out there that are just hanging on and trying to survive the day.
Yeah, this is probably here more than anywhere I go. This was a track that you, even though you felt good in practice, again, you're usually by yourself on that long run. You're trying to give your crew chief a long run where he can get the cambers and make sure the air pressures and really get a good read on his hot rod. But from a driver's perspective, it's hard to get a good gauge on what that run really felt like. All the while keeping in the back of your mind, this long run in real life on Sunday when the money's on the line is going to be out there with 40 guys on different strategies, trying to navigate around like you see Blaney getting to the bottom of Todd Gilliland and making moves. Those are all the things that you can't, work on Saturday or feel.
So everybody in the top 15 made 2 stops in this stage, except Christopher Bell in 2nd place and Denny Hamlin in 14th place.
Oh, I didn't notice. Hamlin fell out of the top 10.
On the 1 stop. 3 to go, stage 2. There's a snapshot of Martin Truex's day on pit road. There are the 3 stops. The first one.
Logano got explaining.
And the second 2 stops under green, and both right around 11 seconds.
You heard me say earlier the job that I felt like Christopher Bell and that 20 car was doing of managing those old tires, managing, where to get past on fresher tires and things like that. And I think you don't have to look any further than that very fact. Him and his teammate both on the same cycle. Pretty drastic when they're running in the backing order.
You're 100% correct, but again, let's go back to our pre-race conversation with Denny Hamlin. He didn't have any confidence in his car, so maybe it's just the delta between where his car has performance and where his team is right now versus where that 20 is. But still, once again, I'm going to go back. I got to reinforce this. He's got an extra set of tires.
Yeah.
And that's going to help them at the end of this race if we start to get some rapid cautions.
Final lap of stage 2, which runs caution free. And Toyota takes stage 2. Martin Truex on a 2-stop strategy. Christopher Bell on a 1-stop. It's Truex's 5th stage win at Richmond.
Damn, I didn't even notice it was the end of the stage. Oh, probably because the race is has such a monotone feel.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on.
If you've been playing down your COPD,
It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Someone on Twitter saying 2021 SHR is back. Looking at their drivers. I mean, Harvick's in 7th. Then you got Briscoe in 22nd, Cole Custer in 23rd, and Almirola in 24th, all finishing a lap fucking down. Alright, I'm gonna be back because I'm gonna go get some dinner. I'm hungry. Need food for Waluigi. Yes, I am also an impersonator in my spare time. What you looking at? You try and do the voice. Here. Had problems getting my food. I'm back, but I'm back late. So, sorry for being out so long. Ooh, yeah, Chastain forced 3 wide.
That's not the first time we've seen action out of those two today.
Probably won't be the last.
I don't think so.
Harvick right in the middle. In 6th place now.
That's Boyer's pick from earlier today.
157 laps to go.
Comes back on the bottom. Yeah, Ace Elliott following
Got
him.
some baked beans and corn casserole.
Shoulder to see how the SHR boys were, and I don't have that confidence as much as I did at the beginning of the race as what I saw from Saturday.
Briscoe.
His teammates are struggling even more.
Briscoe was running well in the beginning, man. That team sucks right now.
It still isn't done.
Now let's go back to the first time those two met on the track and listen to some audio. Turn 2.
Crap! Who hit the wall? Where? Cody, where?
This happened way at the back as they were still battling 2 and 3 wide. Well, Chad, we're only a few laps into this day.
Caution.
Chad, Clint, that's what all those notes are for.
Chad, we could have been something together, man. I'm thinking you right.
You think we had made magic right there, buddy?
Yes. I tell you, there's all these.
It's going to be a driver that's actually relevant.
With Brad and his teammate Chris Buescher having literally the exact same, some damage on the inside. Stenhouse here.
I wasn't sure who Cody Ware got together with, but saw the outcome. And you'll see it here out the front of Kurt Busch's Monster Energy on board.
Thanks for getting back out there, Kurt. Providing
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Who is that right there? That's the 43 of Eric Jones.
Jones looked like he got pretty sideways off the front bumper. 43.
And
Eric Jones.
Got some of that also.
Mm-hmm.
Without Stenhouse there, he would have been in the outside wall really hard.
Daddy's cash.
Only the second.
What? We're not talking. Why? There's no Austin. We're not talking about Austin Dillon.
Kurt Busch, who had no fuel pressure.
I know. He's a paid.
He's the first caution for contact here.
I'm just being an
Now
ass.
it's a question of Larry
I
Mann.
don't like
What will you
Austin
do?
Dillon.
Yeah, we've run 5 green flag laps. I think if you're up there near the front, you probably stay out here. We've only got 19.
No
cars.
shit, Larry.
If you're back there outside the top 10, you know what? Smoke them if you got them. Come on in and get 4 more.
Well, we saw that in stage 1. We saw an early caution there, and guys came down pit road and put their scuffs on. We'll see if anybody bites right now.
Pit road is open, and Denny Hamlin is going to lead a few of them onto pit road. Chris Buescher comes in with Hamlin, and so does William Byron. Jamie?
Well, Denny Hamlin, one of those that was only on a 3-stop strategy, so that means they have that extra set, so why not? And Larry Mack just said if you're outside the top 10, why not come? Well, the 11 was 11, so they decided to put on a fresh set of sticker tires there. Car right now pretty decent for Denny Hamlin.
Daniel Suarez also came. As we're under caution at lap 247 of 400 in Richmond.
Witness the rise of the Northmen. My kingdom was stolen from me.
Really? Now can eat dinner without missing a single damn thing. Wow, it's at a crash. Cody's steering rack is broken. Yeah, Richmond is the Kentucky of short tracks. Baked beans and corn casserole. It was a good time. They had barbecue chicken, but that's not really my thing. Oh yeah. That would be Granddad Cash. I mean, his father raced for Childress as well because he married his daughter. They didn't do much. He didn't do much better. He ran. Yeah, his father is Mike Dillon, and he used to run in NASCAR in the Busch Series. 1998, he drove the 72 car. I mean, he looks more like Ty than Austin. But he's a general manager for the team. 97, 96 or 98, he drives for the 72 car, Parker Racing. Best finish of 4th at Hickory. So then he goes to finishes 12th in point 98. Goes to a slightly better team, ST Motorsports. That was a team that became JTG Doherty. He drives for 59. DNQs for 2 of the races and finishes 16th in points, which is the worst since 96, his first season. 16th in points. So then RCR enters the Busch Series. They got Kevin Harvick and Mike Dillon. Harvick's in the 2 and Dillon's in the 21. Harvick wins 3 races. Gateway, Bristol, Memphis, I think, as well. Gateway, Bristol, and yeah, Memphis. Gets a couple poles at Dover and Bristol. Yeah, finishes 3rd in the points despite DNQing at Rockingham. Probably because, I don't know, maybe it was race. I'm assuming the qualifying was rained out for that one. Or something, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't. But, yeah. Great season. 2000 for Mike Dillon. His team finishes 3rd in points, wins 3 races. Dillon DNQs in the final race at Homestead. Oh, they're green. But, DNQs at Richmond, and what follows then is he finishes 23rd in points. Not owner's points, in points. Only has 2 top 10s. Absolutely pathetic. Needless to say, he was out of the Busch Series after 2001. He did 6 races for Childress and then got booted for Skinner and then a bunch of other drivers. I want Elliott to keep the points lead. That's what matters for me right now. Close competition for that would be Blaney. He's in 2nd right now. Although Logano is 3rd in points. Cindric has spun. The rookie who won the 500. Won off a Custer. Wow, we finally have something interesting. Ty Dillon comes up into Custer. Custer recoils upward. Gets into Cindric. The 42 at the 41 and hit with the 2. And the 43 was right by that one.
didn't hit that hard, man. But still, last year with that car, you'd have tremendous amounts of damage. This thing, no, ain't so bad at all.
Well, let's listen to Austin Cindric's team here.
I have no idea what happened to deserve that. The 42 drove in deep, got into the 41, who got into your left rear. Okay, whatever.
Racing deal, but the 42 is at fault.
You just said one more caution, and it really throws this race haywire. Now we had it. Was there enough laps ran right there?
Now we have about 142 laps to go.
One of the cars that hit pit road when we were out there was the 11. Where's the 11 running right now? 7th position, and he's got newer tires than everybody else. So these guys up front took notice of that. Right now, I think they hold serve, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, because we keep going with these cautions. We're working it into a two-stop race, and here they come. All of them.
Certain drivers going on pit road.
Come on, Regan, what do you got?
Logano leading the field in the pit road. No, Truex is there too.
Every time they cool off, they shake too much for them. Not a lot they can do.
This could be a money stop to change the flow of the race.
Christopher Bell, same issue as his teammate. The brakes are shaking on that race car. Jamie?
On the 18 to Kyle Busch, they work the left side. They're just a little bit tight for him. Car hasn't been terrible, kind of both ends of the spectrum, tight and loose. The poor Kevin Harvick in best start of the year, a 7th, and made minor adjustments to that Ford to try to get into the fighting, Mike.
Trouble on Joey Logano. Looked like they were going to jack up the rear.
Logano problems. He was running second.
Still up.
It's like he can't get
He was going to lose a ton of positions.
Jack under the rear to get it up high enough. Jack post broke or something, Chad, or did
Very possibly contact. We saw that
My God.
last week.
Sorry, L for the Logano fans. Oh,
Jack post broke.
running second?
Well, Logano pulls away.
running second, was third in points, and now he's going to fall way back.
Together on turn 2.
A bit of reorganization in my room. Meanwhile, I'm going to check the NASCAR app to determine the new running order.
Welcome to the future. Some assembly required. But if there's one thing this country has always embraced, it's a challenge. And after almost 120 years of building for those challenges,
Also going to polish off
vehicles you know by name and
corn casserole.
by revolutionizing the way they're built and where they're assembled. Not
Black Zuma.
but for the many.
PTI, I need the PDF, COB, aka EOD. What?
Couple cars opting to stay out. 3 cars stayed out. Their laps are 11 seconds laps older. New leader, William Byron. And Suarez and Dillon. Those are the 3 that stayed out. Truex, Bell, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Harvick, Elliott, Hamlin. I think that meant Hamlin used up an extra set of tires, but I'm not fully certain. We're back.
Loads of dirt. chaos under the lights. The NASCAR Bristol Dirt Race, Easter Sunday night, 7 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. After Martinsville and before Talladega.
We're green.
William Byron up front with Daniel Suarez. They and Austin Dillon did not pit. They are the leaders.
Big tire lockup on the 8 about mid-pack. Getting into turn 1.
There was no free pass on that caution. Ty Dillon was in the free pass position, but of course he was involved in the caution.
We see 3 wide back there with the 22 on the outside. He had trouble on pit road. Logano trying to dig himself back out of this. Have to go where they don't. If you need to make some time up there, double wide, Chad. Bold move.
And speaking of, we knew this was going to happen. We saw it in the cards. You got 135 laps to go this time by. Everybody understands too. You've got to be aggressive.
Bell charging on the inside for 3 wide.
Almost 4 wide as well. But it would have been Blaney, Dillon, Bell, Hamlin. Not a good restart for Elliott. He's back in 12th.
Hamlin outside of that group.
It's a great show to the diffuse underneath these cars. So much downforce is made on the air, utilizing the air underneath the car now.
4th, 5th place Hamlin going after Blaney for 4th.
They are on the same tire schedule right now. The 24 and the 19, or 24 and the 99 up there in front. Are on the old tires. 99 getting passed by the 19.
And Truex back up to 2nd place.
And I think Truex wants to go right here. We need to take off and hide because I believe there's the one car that can hold your lap times with you is that 12 car Ryan Blaney, and he's right behind him.
Keselowski way up the track in turn 4, hauled it back in. You're riding with him right behind Alex Bowman. Keselowski 13th. He missed turn 3 and 4 that last time around. Took the long way.
There's Blaney underneath Suarez. It's like I was talking about. I really believe, obviously from the front on the pole and everything else, that 12 car Ryan Blaney has the speed in his race car. Didn't quite do as good a job of strategy.
Now remember, Suarez has 10 more laps on his tires than the people he's racing with. Now, Joey Logano had those issues.
See, Byron has been leading. I'm wondering how he's holding his own right now. Elliott falling back to 17th. I don't know what the fuck happened on that last pit stop, but he's down to 18th. That's bad.
Tough break for Joey, who had quietly worked his way up to 2nd and had a solid day going out.
A long way to go now from 16th. And heavy traffic ahead.
Truex definitely has the fastest car.
Jamie, how about our new leader, William Byron?
Yes, William Byron leading his first lap ever at Richmond in his
Because he sucks at the track.
pretty bugle. He said this driver is so amazing. This was kind of his weakness on short tracks, but he has gone out. He's racing late model races whenever he can. He's working on his craft as a race car driver on short tracks, learning how to take what the car can give you, not overdriving it. And that's kind of what we've seen in this race so far. And Chad,
I don't know how long he's going to be able to keep it up.
I've seen an awful lot of success out of that 24 team since I got away from
Well,
them.
yeah.
They've done an amazing job and really proud of Rudy. Ever since Rudy stepped in and I stepped away from crew chief on that car, they've run well, they've won races.
Of course.
They've run up front.
Canals won the first race for that team at Daytona 2020. It is my favorite Gen 6 race of all time. Because I wanted him to win so badly. And with all the pressure on him, he delivered. He won his first race faster than Elliott or Larson, if you can believe it. It took Elliott and Larson 99 races each to get their first victory, while it took Byron 98.
You don't capitalize on that opportunity,
in a race where he won 24 laps and became the first driver to win the the Coke Zero Sugar 400 on a date other than July since Jeff Gordon in 1998. 98, the same number of races that took Byron to win. I could go on and on about numerical conspiracies in NASCAR because the sheer number of fucking number coincidences is ridiculous.
And that 22 is trying to cruise up through the field right now as he's trying to get back up towards the front, all the way back up to the 11 already.
Like the fact that the 07 car won the race, finished 7th in the race on July 7th, 2007. Byron's been able to hold off Truex for a good amount right now. He also ran the fastest lap last lap. I didn't think anyone had the speed to hold off Truex, but goddamn.
First time William Byron has led here, and is this part of the Kyle Larson culture at Hendrick Motorsports? In comes Kyle, who races 100 races a year, outside of the Cup Series, and now you have all the Hendrick drivers doing this, but that was not the norm. Hendrick drivers raced the Cup Series; they didn't even race on Saturday at the Cup tracks.
They used to.
It's really funny. We really discouraged it there for a long period of time but it's a different time. When we had Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., we were at the racetrack, our track, 3 days a week, and it was a different cadence. We would come in on Friday, you would have a practice session, then you would qualify. You'd have 2 practice sessions on Saturday, then you would go run a race. So that meant that, we encouraged our guys to make sure they got some time away and rested Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, travel day, Thursday. And that was the deal. Now, post-pandemic, it's a different set of circumstances. Last year, nobody was ever on the racetrack except for the day that you really raced. So we need to encourage these guys to get on track now. And I think Kyle Larson's definitely been the guy that has pushed this out there.
It's interesting, to get the drivers rested, you're supposed to just keep racing over
there. Race anything, quarter midgets. The little dirt track that everybody goes to, Millbridge. A lot of guys
Millbridge Speedway.
All through there, so it's definitely the trend.
I think you can see that in about any driver out there, including myself. When I was racing in the Xfinity Series, in 08 and won the championship over there and racing the Cup, I was, just like you said, I was practicing double time on the weekends, racing that series, racing trucks when I could, racing whatever I could. That seat time was so much of my advantage. Look at Kyle Busch, when he used to run Xfinity, trucks, everything else. That was, looking back on it all, when he was dominating everything. Kyle Larson goes and races all over the country, comes back.
I don't think it's necessarily, obviously during the Bushwhacker era, who won the championship? Johnson won every single championship in the bushwhacking era. So I don't necessarily, Kyle Busch is the only Busch and Harvick specifically dominated a lot. But man, I don't know. I would say that I don't really necessarily agree with that philosophy. It can help, but at the end of the day, the Cup Series is its own thing. Well, it's harder. I think maybe the rest favored them, but yeah, not having the practice time obviously changes the things.
Let's go places.
Yeah, Byron is holding on with 11 lap older tires, whereas the rest of the field couldn't. That gives me some hope.
And their eligible family members. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join. Homegrown tomatoes. Nice. I want to feel in control of my health, so I do what I can. What about screening for colon cancer? When caught in early stages, it's more treatable. I'm Cologuard. I'm non-invasive, and I detect altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages. Early stages? Yep. It's for people 45 plus.
While we're hanging around, let's see if we can't hit that 530 sub goal. This song was a NASCAR Thunder Road 3. Byron is still leading.
Three Toyotas and a Ford. Let's take a look at today's Credit One Bank ones to watch.
I'll tell you who I'm watching is that 11 car, Denny Hamlin. We talked to him for the race. Didn't necessarily love what I heard confidence-wise. Didn't hear that. Didn't feel that with Denny. But I'm telling you, behind the wheel, whole different scenario. Top 3 run. He won every stage last year. He's won here 3 times. I think Denny Hamlin's a guy.
Well, Clint, I'm watching 6-time Richmond winner Kyle Busch. Comes in here with a 23-race winless streak, and he has had a rough couple of weeks at Atlanta and Coda. He just keeps hanging out in that top 5. Remember, at least one more pit stop to go.
I think you have to pay attention to the leader of this race right now, which is the 24, but I'm going to go all the way back to earlier in the week when I was on Race Up, and I called it the 19 car. Won 3 of the last 5 races here. That's going to be the car you got to pay attention to. Clean on pit road, a great driver, runner on the bottom. I think he's the one you got to pay attention to today.
Well, Ryan Blaney in the 12 started this race on the pole. He's led the most laps today. This has been a terrible track for Blaney. He's in that seat. He's fired up. His car's good. My money's on the 12.
I am keeping an eye on Kevin Harvick, not because he's been top 10 in 9 of the last 11 races here. He's not here to finish in the top 10. Harvick is a 3-time Richmond winner, and so far this year, it's been young guys rule, old guys drool. But I think one of those older guys, Harvick or Truex, is going to prevail this afternoon.
No, the Credit One wants to watch.
I didn't know it was either or. One to watch. You took 2. Both of my counterparts up here took 2.
When I just didn't pick last, you take liberty.
Larson in 8th over Suarez.
Boy, we're going to take advantage of the opportunity to alter our choices whenever we can. Just to make sure we hit properly.
Hey, that's another big maybe.
Just like
There's a lot of maybes this weekend.
And that's what I love about what this car in this season has brought to the table, to the forefront for NASCAR. All those guarantees, you know, when you try to strategize this race in our Tuesday morning meetings, it's out the window because it truly is anybody's race to win. You put them out front with good strategy like we saw with James Small and Truex, or with William Byron in the 24, the 12 of Ryan Blaney that's never run good here. Different game. The game has changed, boy.
It has, and there's another little twist right here. We've got the 17 car on pit road.
Ooh.
Very good all day long.
Right, probably going for the two-stop strategy.
In the game of maybe that we've had here today, who knows what's going to shake out. He could be the guy to dip his toe in the water first and bring everybody down pit road.
He was a lead lap car. Running 2 spots behind his teammate Brad Keselowski, who was 16.
Byron's actually been pulling away from Truex slightly. Okay.
We're going to see another caution, right? You're going to gain the track position here. Probably, hopefully, see another one with that strategy, and that'll benefit him.
I think that's the option. He's going to go and try to double pit this deal for 3 stints, or he's hoping that he's going to drag everybody else down pit road, and he's the first guy to pit, and he gets a little bit of leapfrog on him that way.
All right, I'm up to one. We're almost at 100 to go. Kurt Busch, 109 laps down. One more lap done, and then we'll have 100 to go.
That was maybe about 8 to 10 laps early. I felt like you needed to go to at least about lap 305. Now, if you're going to split it in half, you and I are talking during commercial break, you're going to go to about lap 330, somewhere in that neighborhood.
100 to go. Been here for about 2.5 hours. Jamie Little thought it was, he just thought Jamie Little was Denny Hamlin. That would be quite interesting. So only Buescher has pitted. All the Joe Gibbs Toyotas in the top 10.
That thing's been loose. Usually it'll come to you on a long run. It's not coming to me.
Buescher is the first car 1 lap down. He's in 20th.
Sounds to me like he's going to go ahead and do a do-stop.
Jamie.
Well, Mike, I'm looking at the top 10 and I see all 4 JGR cars.
Where's Bubba?
Now, Toyota hasn't won a race yet this year, so as a camp, they came here with 4 different setups, and so far it's been pretty good. I've been watching the 11 at Denny Hamlin. Tire fall-off has been a little too aggressive for their liking, but their strategy has been good. And remember, Denny Hamlin, for the first time in his career, no top 10s in the first 6 races. He needs a good finish here today.
Sure does. Eric Almirola has pitted, so has AJ Allmendinger in the 6th.
All right, I'm a roll. Those guys were laps down. Harvick going to pit.
Yeah, we're starting to get some activity.
I think we're going to see the rest of the top 10 pitting because they don't want to get left behind.
It's the hardest thing for me to do, not talk on this thing, and I heard it coming in.
Elliott pitting. He needs it. He needs it.
Riding on board with Chase Elliott right now as he gets the countdown before Kevin Harvick is in, who's way too tight. Chase Elliott, though, he's just saying, I don't know what happened.
Byron pit.
His balance is completely gone. They were kind of
Yeah, I saw that.
around it, so it swung to the opposite side now in the 9.
Christopher Bell is in, so is Austin Dillon.
Bell, Dillon,
Rookie Harrison Burton's had a good race.
Harrison.
He's in as well. Regan.
Like you heard the radio on Christopher Bell, that car was not coming in for him. No forward drive off the corners, but too tight in the middle. It would not turn.
Oh, I think the 24 is coming into pit. Maybe.
And Denny Hamlin comes to pit road.
Hamlin pitting.
So, Jamie.
Yeah, Byron slowing down on the track. He's going to pit.
Hasn't won here since 2016. They had that extra set of tires. They use those up as they work on the left side. No adjustments there for the 11.
Brad Keselowski on pit road, and here comes William Byron. Keselowski stop complete. Same for Tyler Reddick. Jamie.
William Byron led 51 laps in this race already. Like the clean air for this number 20.
51 laps. Pretty good.
Adjustments, pretty happy with it the way it's rolling here in this final stage.
Corey LaJoy too fast entering. Well, who cares? The guy doesn't run well.
And this is really interesting right now. I think we're watching the strategy evolve. 24, all of these guys are committed. The 19 still on the racetrack right now.
All right.
He's committed.
Byron will stay on the lead lap. No, that can't be. No, he's the first car 1 lap down, but he's still ahead of everyone else.
What got him the lead in the second stage win?
But I think it was because of those 2 quick cautions when they came in there and got those tires that shortened that stage right there. He's going to have to go about another 15 to 20 laps.
Landon Castle, Bubba Wallace, BJ McLeod.
I like it though. His poker face is good.
Yeah, you'll see that. The 19, if all holds true the way it is right now, about 15 more laps, I think, before they hit pit road.
So the top 10 were all on pit road at lap 259, except 5th place Daniel Suarez.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just saw something that made me laugh.
Richmond and the Toyota Owners 400. As we take
Truex led at least 80 laps in 7 of the last 8 Richmond races. He's won 3 of the last 4. Or something.
Whenever you crack open a bush light, the mountain starts singing.
That's not right. He at one point led 3 of 4.
Then it's waiting for you.
What is going on?
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you line.
Need.
Liberty Bibbity. Liberty. Are we married to Mutual? Only pay for what you need.
Oh, holy crap! Massive brake lock on Harrison Burton. My goodness. Like, there was a fuck ton of smoke. Holy crap. That would have been a disaster for some of the drivers who pitted.
When you step into a new day,
Giant Kenny G is cool.
committed, willing to take on whatever's asked of you.
Where is Bubba's in 30th? Like, apart from super speedways, Bubba does not race well. Unfortunately, it's a sad statement, but it's true. All of his great finishes seem to have been on super speedways. And and Martinsville at one time, and Pocono last year he finished 5th. But man,
Fox Wednesday. That's rock and roll right there. The wildest season of The Masked Singer continues. What a dream! With more slinging and more singing. She just crushed in 4 performances that will knock you off your feet.
I am holding back the tears because it took 5 hours to put this makeup on.
The Masked Singer, all new Wednesday on Fox.
For March Madness, the Dave single is just...
now we're just waiting. Byron past Cindric. Blaney's now pitting.
Yeah, that didn't seem quite... How's this? And anything that I've got in front of me, and Larry Mack's been coaching me through this race, I don't see where this is going to be a huge benefit, but it's going to be interesting here. Jamie, what have you got down there on the 12?
Well, as they count Blaney down into his pit box, you know, pit road, you guys have talked about it. They've had their issues this year, and it's been different things. Fueling has been one of the main issues. They've been working on that, a fuel pickup issue. They're working the left side, but the team has done a pretty nice job today so far in that #1 pit box. Regan?
Well, Kyle Larson, just a steady day for him right now. They've been battling loose in with that race car the majority of the day right now. 4 tires is the call for them.
And here comes Truex to pit road.
Truex is pitting. Kyle pitting. Larson pitting. Suarez. Briscoe. Chastain.
I feel like that 7 to 8, 19 laps early forces hand in hand a bit.
Yeah, he would have been left behind.
Gano.
So that's really an interesting play right there.
Larson, Briscoe,
And Byron will shuffle back to pit road. I mean, to pit road, to the lead.
Chad said earlier, when they laid the gauntlet, Jonathan Hassler, they were the first one. They wanted to jump on it first, and then I think that forced everybody else's hand, including the 19 car and James Small and Truex.
So now only Alex Bowman among the lead lap cars, 3rd place,
Hamlin didn't pit.
and still overcoming that pit road penalty early in the day. He's the only one who's not been to pit road.
Hamlin pitted. Oh, I didn't realize Hamlin pitted.
In all of our meetings in preparation for this race, Chad, I listened to you, and the one thing that you told me is to be the first one. When we're going to pit, be the first one to do it.
I'm going to ignore. Oh, I can't exactly ignore him. It's fine.
First one on tires to be able to get through the traffic better. Huh? I'm listening to you, buddy, and I like that strategy.
Elliott back in the top 10.
The first one to lay that gauntlet down, like Larry said.
There's Alex Bowman.
Was anyone on the... Hold on.
Bubba Wallace had to make a second stop because the right rear was loose on his first stop. He got around, got back to pit road without incident, and changed.
He already has somebody on a 4-week
What?
vacation. He don't need another one. Well, that's where they came in and said, hey, get down the budget.
I think all the cars are following a 2-hit strategy.
What a loose wheel feels like on one of these race cars, so he has some experience with that. So he probably felt what he had last week, which he was thinking was a flat spotted tire. That's why he stayed on a racetrack.
William Byron out front by 1.
And he was a. Yeah, he is. Hamlin is Hamlin is stuck behind 2 cars, and in the last like 2 laps, Byron's lead over Hamlin has doubled from like 0.8 to 1.7 to 1.8. Yeah. Yeah, he gained 0.4. Yeah, he's been inching away the last few laps. That leave staying on that one pit stop is the key.
In 6th place. You see he pitted just 5 laps ago. Blaney just 7 laps ago. Let's see if they can make any inroads over that car 5.
Well, he's running right now. Martin Truex already running about a 23:40 second lap. And you go up and you look at William Byron, he's running the 24 flats to 23:90s. So he's gaining an awful lot of time on them. So that's
Gosh, darn, yeah. Byron that car has come to life. He gained like another 0.4 seconds within the last 2 laps. That 24, man, that's one hot tamale.
69 laps to go.
69. Gonna be one more pit stop for everyone.
Still can't get used to the fire coming out of one side of these race cars when they lift.
About to lap McDowell like for the 100th time. 14 cars in the lead lap back to Brad Keselowski. Whoa, they slammed right into, I think, the 15 of Yaley. Suarez is on the inside of that. In the ComScope car. What is ComScope anyway? It's been on the side for most of the time. ComScope. It's a communications business in Hickory.
Now, because of this long green run, Ross Chastain is the first car 1 lap down.
Chastain, yeah, don't mess up. That helps. Another 0.4 away from Byron in the last 3 laps.
And with Chase Briscoe, who is now the first car 1 lap down. Michael McDowell has been off the leader's pit stop cycle all day, and he makes a stop. 10th place, Blaney and Kyle Busch.
24, 11, 4, 20. Yeah, okay, the 48 pitted, so.
Blaney has been out front for 128 laps.
Yeah, he thought stage 1, boy, this is smooth sailing. This is going to be a nice race for us today. Ever since he started to get back in traffic a little bit, he has been in a dogfight, what seems to be just about every lap. Now, that could have been with Ross Chastain or Kyle Busch. Who knows? But he's been fighting tooth and nail ever since he got back.
Yeah, something's falling back on him because now here he is, fell back clear to the reach of the 5, making the pass to the outside of him and Kyle Larson.
9th place, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott.
Gap 4 seconds. It's another second lost in the last few laps. My lord. 4.3. The gap just increasing. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Yeah, shifting.
Yeah, I heard that earlier. You heard him shift in the 9 car when we were following along with him, riding along, and then all of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute, he never shifted back in to 5th.
Elliott falls outside the top 10. Damn, Larson passing 2 cars. Buscher. And Reddick.
60 laps to go. We're going to take you side by side once more.
All right, last lap. Who was fastest?
4.6 seconds.
True. Oh, okay. The cars behind Byron had a faster lap that last lap. Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson having sub 24 laps.
How about those 3 Daytona 500s? It's about the thousands of bumps and bruises.
So this is where the Toyotas might start to reel them back in. Yeah, the tire wears, but Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson are definitely putting down faster lap times by about a half a second a lap.
There's my little nephew. He looks more like Dad every time I see him. Dad is old. Right. So your message said you wanted to talk about insurance? I said I want you to talk about insurance. Well, most people know that bundling home and all.
Okay, come on. Don't. Yep, he's gaining. It's crap. Like, yeah, they're gaining. So now might be the time to start figuring something out. Truex says his car is too snug in the middle. He runs. No, that was a lap ago. That was an hour ago. Hamlin told they will pit in 10 laps. Oh my God. Looking on Twitter, I screamed Chad Canals, and my sister was like, "Who's that?" And I said he was Jimmy's crew chief, and he said, "Jimmy Earnhardt? Jimmy Earnhardt." Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I love this sport. The lead is stabilized at about 4 seconds. Maybe that's part of trying to save tires. I don't know. Keselowski on pit road.
Laps to go. William Byron, 4.2 seconds up on Denny Hamlin. Kevin Harvick, 5 seconds back. And there's a little piece of something on the grill there.
Oh, something stuck on the grill of Kyle.
And NASCAR has posted the 18 for that small piece of green and red tape.
Oh.
Looks like it might have been attached to a windshield tear.
Black flag for Kyle Busch.
I would say it goes back. They have cameras on pit road that'll show whether or not that was put on or not. I mean, that piece right there definitely is debris.
I think we just heard the crew chief say we put a piece of tape on the grill we weren't supposed to.
Larry?
All right, it is illegal to put tape on the grill opening. I've talked to NASCAR.
Why? You were my fucking pick to win. I wanted to at least finish well. God damn it, Kyle.
About brake shake, they meant to put it over the brake duct and got it over the grill opening. Can't do that.
No, so you can, right, so like Larry's saying, you can put some tape on the brakes, but you can't put it on the grill.
What a costly error. Now it'll be 2 weeks in a row. He had a great run going last weekend, a top 5, and spun out on the last lap.
There's another Toyota car being to be taken out of contention. I mean, maybe you could run the rest of the race like that.
It's a costly error.
And it's only about 4 inches over from where that brake duct opening would be. They just missed it by that much.
I'm going to stick up with the guy a little bit here. When you watch those guys and how fast they reach up there and try to put...
That was one of the cars. It was one of the fastest car on the track. So
so fast.
Could this be a product of that new choreography?
Jamie?
cars are now. Oh, looks like Denny Hamlin is going to move to pit. Harvick, Bell. Okay, so now I'm gonna race the top 10.
So now this is something that happens. Okay, so the 18 comes down
For a
pit
bit.
road, and everybody's like, maybe we're supposed to be pitting right now. And everybody comes down pit road with them. That very easily could be what's happening right now.
Regan.
This has been the plan all along for the 20 car Christopher Bell. They were going to pit on this lap exactly, counted it down from 10 laps ago until now. He's silent on the radio in that car. Jamie?
I'm bored with Kevin Harvick right there. Plowing tight is what he said. He's been pretty much tight all race long, but they made their final stop of the day as Denny Hamlin in for his service as well.
Harrison Burton is in. Justin Haley in and out. Landon Castle all under green. We've had more green flag pit stops today than I think we've had in the whole season to date.
The biggest thing about these pit stops, yes, they're green flag pit stops that we haven't seen, but man, one thing that we haven't seen today that we've been seeing all year is mistakes within these pit stops. Whoa, that's as close as it gets.
Ooh, Chase Elliott, my man, Jesus. My Jesus. Oh my God, baby. What the? All right, I think Byron might want to pit soon. No, come on, man. Come on, man. You please pit soon. Come on, please pit soon. Please.
So the way that the cars are aero matched, I don't want to say matched, that's not the proper word, aero
Okay.
by NASCAR is with a certain velocity ratio of air going through the grill. Okay, so that's how much air is going through that grill. And that keeps the downforce levels very consistent throughout the manufacturers. So they don't want the teams to be able to do that. Now, all that being said, if you're in a situation to where you want to increase your water temperature, what you can do is there's a plate on the back side of the radiator that you can restrict the airflow from that side of the radiator, but you can only do that before the race begins or before the weekend begins, not during the event.
Please pit. Only 5 cars on the lead lap, but Truex is starting to gain. Please pit.
Well, it did, Mike. But again, to Chad's point, it's just the way the car is structured, and you know, the air does not go under the hood anymore. It goes through the radiator, out those louvers in the hood.
Okay, Byron, you just got passed by Logano back in the lead lap. Pit, god damn it, pit. Pit.
Martin Truex is marching forward. He's about 0.2 of a second per lap faster than William Byron right now.
Pit.
Jamie?
Well, Kyle Busch now, he's the lap down in 14th. Ben Bayshore is crew chief, came on the radio and told Kyle, we added that tank 200 laps ago, and they just called
What?
the driver not so happy.
Interesting thing building up here is the 24 go for it.
What are you asking me for, Chad? I'm the driver. I'm the 24 out there trying to just hold on. You're supposed to tell me.
Pit, man.
These things. Are we going to the end? Are we going to pit? Strategist, I need help. What do you want me to do inside this race car? How can I help you?
Chad, you would think if they were going to stop, they would have already.
Maybe are they really going 100?
Yeah, I don't disagree, Larry Mack. It looks to me like it's folding up to where they're going to go ahead and try and keep this thing going.
Lord.
I think it might be a bit of a sitting duck, though, unfortunately. But
Truex is going to catch up to the. Yeah, Truex is gaining quickly.
Martin Truex last lap is 0.4 faster than William Byron, and he is on a march.
when it goes back into the job that he does, trying to manage these runs, you're out there on old tires. Everybody else has.
God damn. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Pass by 2 or 3 times and losing even more time than you would if you could just run a clean lap.
Look at that. Yeah. So we've only had 5 green flag pit stops in the first 6 races, which we've gone to a lot of racetracks combined that you would have inherently thought you would see that Chicago or Montana, California, Las Vegas, tracks like that, which would breed that. And then today we've had 4 on one of our most difficult short tracks that we go to.
Truex is now within 4 seconds of the lead.
Well, you got loose getting into the corner on the outside of 11, but again, that goes into what I was saying. It's one thing to do the math and see if it works, if he can just run solid, clean laps as if nobody else is out there. But when you have the 11 of Denny Hamlin get underneath of you, get loose in, there's another half second off that you were not counting on.
Oh, man. Yeah, another second gone.
Jr. continuing to reel in the 24. William Byron just came on the radio, though, and said, my tires are shot already, so not happy with the tires on that car right now.
He's still gaining, though.
14 less laps on him than William Byron has on his. But again, this lap, Truex 4/10 faster than Byron.
Yeah.
That'll take a toll.
Just like Clint was saying, Martin does such a good job of just taking care of his tires. Run right down the roundabout
And
of
also,
the racetrack.
Byron is Byron, why did you pick now to do a 2-tire? You're just.
Well, none of us understand why the 24 didn't fit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Rudy's great. Like, he's got this figured out. He's feeling that once they get into the traffic right now, that he's going to be able to hold position on these guys. Which, again, Martin just got held up right there by the one car.
Maybe.
He lost some momentum. Now he's got the 18 on back of him. So the 18's trying to get back up there to get his lap.
Well, Logano was one of the first cars.
You hear him get nervous about the grip level in his car as well.
All right. So maybe that's going to be it. Holding off in lap traffic.
Yeah, guys, we talked about it earlier, and Martin was able to catch William Byron earlier in the race, but passing was a whole different story, and I've seen William Byron's been in a little bit of
Well,
traffic.
that is actually, it seemed to impacting the 19 a bit. He actually looks like that last lap wasn't nearly as good. We're 30 to go.
But catching and passing is going to be two different stories.
Well, there's more to this story. Right now, Kyle Larson is the fastest car on the racetrack.
100%.
With Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick all faster than Byron or Truex.
Absolutely. You took the words right out of my
My
mouth.
Lord.
Actually, I reached over and hit Chad, pointed that 5 car on the board very, very fast.
And Larson did not pit. He's been hiding in the back all day. He's got 28 laps now to catch up to his teammate.
To get to the tail of that 19. Put pressure on him, slow him down a little bit so they can maintain that lead that they've got. Right now at 3 seconds with only 28 laps to go. That's going to be really tough.
Well, remember point of view. Rudy Fugle has a win in the bank. He can afford to gamble with William Byron. They already have a victory this year.
100%.
The ones chasing them, not so much.
27 to go.
We listened in on the leaders.
Really? Okay. You know what this reminds me of? Jerry Nadeau, 2002. But yeah, because Nadeau stayed out on a call with 20 laps to go with Sonoma, and a ton of cars stayed out compared to the cars that didn't pit. Obviously, there are much less cars that stayed out at that point for this scenario. But he was able to hold off the charge from the cars that had pitted, and he's still holding off the charge of the cars behind him. 25 to go.
10 cars on the lead lap. Kyle Busch now the first car on the lap down. 5 caution flags.
Kyle Busch unlaps himself.
I don't think he's really selling it. I think he's telling the facts, and it's real because right now they are both falling back. The both being the 19 and the 24.
19 is 19 fell back. The 5 has kind of stayed the same. Only he's not lost as much as the 19 has.
So those guys right now are both in a big deficit compared to some of these guys that pitted just a little bit ago. They're trying to stay out of harm's way. Clint's just seen it right here. Clint, I mean, the 24 just ran a 24.86 second lap. Martin Truex ran a 24.88 3-second lap. They've all but flatlined right now with a 3-second gap.
Absolutely. He ain't wrong. It's going to come down to either one of those guys and how they manage these lap cars and get through the traffic.
But the lap cars are the different. You're not passing.
Well, that last stop wasn't as good. Truex got back to 2.7.
Well, it is, but it isn't. In my opinion, you have to be smart as a race car driver and time that. And not only yourself, have that spotter up there on the roof. You help me optimize these lap times and these guys passing me. Make sure they pass me.
Oh, no, you know, I think they jinxed him. Truex is gaining hard now. Another 0.4 seconds that last lap. Just looking at the NASCAR app. Yeah, and Larson. That 24 car is definitely starting to slow up.
And you can see this from our vantage point. I mean, where are they? You see William Byron almost pretty much at the start-finish line, whereas Truex is coming off of turn 4. There it is.
Rip.
Dealing with Tyler Reddick there off of 4. Last time by, Kyle Larson. Quicker than the 2 leaders, and Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Truex is now gaining hard.
So 4th and 5th place, and perhaps even Blaney may be right up here with this lead trio when this ends.
Yeah, Larson and Hamlin are the fastest cars on the racetrack.
Or something.
I just don't think they have. There's too much real estate in between those cars.
Blaney almost scrubbing the wall.
Guys, just been watching his shifting, his throttle traces. He's actually, we heard Randall Burnett say it earlier to Tyler Reddick. Kyle's staying in 4th gear every once in a while, going to 5th gear, and it could be because he's in a little bit of traffic, but he's actually run 4th gear all the way around the track. The other car that we've talked a little bit about, and he's on a different pit strategy, is 11. You know, we've focused on Larson, Byron, and Truex, but Denny Hamlin on those newer tires is coming fairly quick.
18 laps to go. No one on the racetrack has tires older than our race leader.
He's like almost a... Yeah, but no, it's not...
We talked about it in 4th gear, jumps on the throttle, and that thing just slides sideways. And now, that doesn't only impact that lap, he's taking another lap of lifespan off those tires.
4, 5, I don't hear that. But I think that's exactly what that was. That's a product of being in that 4th gear, and that thing, when he got to the gas, wants to blow the tires off of it. Pretty solid day for Kyle Larson. Needed one.
Yeah, they've had a lot of problems here the last few weeks.
It's down to 1.6 seconds. William Byron, Martin Truex. 17 laps to go. A 10th a lap would get him there. So, Larry, what are the trends?
Well, what I'm looking at, the trends of 2022, and if you look at the first 6 races, the average of the final caution was 7 laps to go, and that's about 9 laps from right now.
Truex catching. 15 to go.
I don't even know if we need a caution. William Byron's starting to slip and slide around. I watched him miss the bottom down there. This lap right here, I think you're going to really see him be swallowed up by Martin Truex.
Yep.
But the thing that's really going to benefit them is you got Chase Elliott trying to get his lap back. So he's ripping around trying to get past the 19. Then you got the 17 right behind him.
Maybe 19. Block for him. Block for Byron. Block for Byron. Don't talk about it.
Well, that's just it. You know, you heard Jamie McMurray talk about it. Catching is one thing, making the pass on is another. But I feel like it's a little bit different conversation.
Please block him. Block Truex. I don't care. Oh, damn it. Eden's not going to block for him.
Well, yesterday's Xfinity race came down to the final laps and 2 teammates.
Anyway, I need to put it the top 10 again. 24, 19, 5, 11, 4, 20, 12, 14, 14. 420. 12 to go. Truex is about 3. There's 3 cars between Truex and Byron. He's true. Yeah, Hamlin's been ripping ass as well. Ripping ass, hauling ass. You don't want to rip ass.
Truex 1 second back, Larson 3 back, Hamlin 3.3.
11 to go.
It's amazing how it all shakes out this way, right? Here we are with 10 laps to go this time by. You've got the leader
And Truex is starting to gain again. Fuck me.
with third and fourth catching them at a very rapid pace.
Yeah, I don't think we're looking at just a two-horse race.
10 to go. I don't really have a prayer. And as now there's no cars in between Byron and Truex.
It's extremely fast. The 4 as well.
I can see how fast that 19 is. 9 to go. And there are the...
Yeah, guys, just watch the 11. I mean, Clint, think about this. When you get to be on the aggressor in this, having those little bit newer tires makes it so much easier. Being Truex or William Byron.
It's only a gap of 11 seconds, laps, but still. 11 seconds, but 11 laps between pit stops, and look at the difference.
What they need is this 19 to catch the 24. Get the race and be door to door. Give us a, you know, because when
8
they
to
do
go.
that's going to clip another 2-3 tenths off of them with racing. Going to help you out even more. I think you're going to see about the time Truex catches William Byron.
Oh, that's gonna complicate stuff for possibly for Truex. A car on the outside. It's trying to unlap himself. Looks like. Yeah, Hamlin and Harvick are hauling ass. 7 to go. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, the 11 might pull this off. Like he is hauling. The 19 can't catch up to the 24 now. God damn, the 11 is definitely starting to pick. 11, I think the 11 might win this. Here comes the 11 on the outside of the 19. Hamlin, he got gypped last year, losing to Bowman. Now he's got to make short notice of another Hendrick car. Right now he's going to be stuck around the lapped car of Harrison Burton. 6 to go. He's clear. With that 19, are they going to fight each other? Here comes Harvick. 5 laps to go. 3.75 miles to decide this. Hamlin making his way to the back bumper of the 24. Oh my lord. That car is fast. Here he comes to the inside. No, he's not going to have a shot. That 11 is too damn fast. Youth Movement has won the last 12 races. Nope, that 11 is going to make the pass. He clears. And here comes Kevin Harvick on the inside of the 24. Where did he come from? It has been 6. Okay, I got to do the 7 plus 36 plus 6. It's been 40. It's been 50 races since 49 races since Kevin Harvick last won a race. The 2 cars that dominated 2020 up front. Can Harvick pull anything out? Hamlin's last win was Las Vegas last year. Harvick's win was Oh man, 2 to go. 2 of the oldest drivers in the field. 2 of the most accomplished drivers in the field. Harvick does seem to be going. He did rip through that turn well, and there's a bunch of lapped cars. We've got 2 to go. And that didn't help. Looks like that hurt Harvick. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Toyota in front. And it looks like this might seal the deal for the Toyotas. Nope, Harvick doesn't have a shot. Going through turns 3 and 4, the Toyotas will finally see victory in 2022. 47th career victory. Hamlin wins at Richmond. Harvick 2nd, Byron 3rd, Truex 4th. Hometown victory for Denny Hamlin. Where did Hamlin come from? And wow, I have 20. Denny Hamlin wins at Richmond.
Hamlin, who told you can't win the
Oh yeah, he becomes the 7th different winner of 2022.
Not to mention, it is the Toyota Owners 400.
Yeah, Hamlin first, Kevin Harvick second, William Byron third. That's the code. Truex fourth, Larson fifth, Bell sixth, Blaney seventh, Bowman eighth. Oh, he passed Briscoe. Kyle Busch ninth, Austin Dillon 10th. Yeah. All the pain the Hamlin crew has been through, he can relax. He just won and locked himself in.
He's going to be pumped. This is a big win for him.
For Coach Joe Gibbs, Toyota's first win of the season.
Perfect timing rolling into Martinsville for next weekend's race. Denny doesn't run too bad there either.
Not too shabby at all.
He is. That is one happy man.
That is about the most pumped up I have ever seen Denny Hamlin. First off, Denny, where did you come from?
Yeah, we're just great strategy there, and just drove as hard as I could, and just so proud of this whole FedEx Camry team. Man, it's just never giving up. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, maybe just a little, but you know, they got this car right there towards the end, and wow, it's just unbelievable.
Denny, it hasn't been an easy start to the season. Not even a top 10 through the first 6 races. What does this win mean to you, to Toyota, just to kick things off here at your home track of all places?
Yeah, I talked to you before the race. You know, we needed a
He got the one that went away.
A good run to kind of balance ourselves on other tracks, and obviously I think we got it here.
All right, so much for that talk of the young guys. Look who's in victory lane. It's Denny Hamlin.
And I can hear the boos. Fuck the boors.
One of our veterans today with a very strong run, Kevin Harvick. The end of the race, you were chasing him down. You were right there. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, just really proud of everyone on our Mobile One Ford Mustang for just staying in there and having a great strategy and doing everything that they did all day. It's really the first clean day that we've had all year. Cars have been fast and had a shot there at the end. I wanted to be close enough with the white to just take a swipe at him, but yeah, the lap cars there kind of got in the way, and I lost a little bit of ground. But
And no dirty passing required here.
Momentum in a positive direction.
Nice job, Kevin. Thanks.
You know, it worked out for Byron because he finished third. And, all right, anyway, that's the end of the stream. No truck race stream at Martinsville on Thursday. I will be instead, I will be streaming BattleBots because that's the season finale, and the top 8 are going to be battling to see who is the supreme BattleBots of from the 2021 year. Let me just check the final tallies for subs and stuff. I didn't get to 530 subs, which is unfortunate, but we did hit the view goal. So, I mean, tell someone if you can about the channel, maybe to hit that 208 to the 530 goal. But thank you all so much for coming out. It's always a blast. This is BowserJrXD signing off. See you on Thursday. Have a